Hey everybody, that was a very well timed dab. Hi guys, welcome to Divine and Conqueror's Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5th edition game based in the Wizarding world. It is currently the year 1944. And yeah, these kids are doing some crazy shenanigans, and I can never get this to be where I want it to be.
Kids,
So,
what are you saying, kids?
You're
Yeah,
still
what are you saying, kids?
both of y'all are children to me. I don't know what that says about my age.
My character is older than you.
How old is Grizz?
I thought he was like 34 at this point.
Oh, well, whatever.
You said
He's
35.
He's a child.
34 or
That's
35
so ancient,
somewhere.
34.
Yeah, at 34, the ancient being of the age of
Oh.
34.
I don't want to hear it, Bones.
feel
my
so
my
old.
age was accelerated by a freaking specter, or whatever the hell it was. Banshee.
So,
Hey, some of
yeah, it was a
us
spectre.
play like that.
So,
It was wild magic, actually.
Was it? I thought it was a curse
It's
from
wild
one of-
magic.
Yeah,
From
no,
one
it
of
was a
the-
curse. One of the ghosts moved through her like 10
Yeah.
sections in and
Oh, that's
accelerated
right.
her age by like 20 years. So instead of her being 16, she was 36. So she was Team Mom starting at like
Yes,
session
she
10.
was.
I mean,
Yeah, it's great.
So when reality and fantasy combine, we're
I would say,
Exactly.
Lee is best team mom in the most purest of ways. Don't y'all
Aw.
bitches get that shit fucking twisted. I know how the internet works, and we are live on the internet, so I know how y'all's minds work. Let's go through our announce, and then we'll get into intros. The big first announcement that we're gonna say is that we are doing Extra Life. We have a tentative schedule. That's not that. That is this. So
And
we
I'd
have
say
a.
the big one in the middle of it. That's the BR thing. I
Oh,
wanna announce that.
yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
You can say the
yes.
first and the last one, but I
So
want to do the
we're
middle one.
we're doing 3 events throughout the day on November 7th. We'll have the links and everything up there. But the first one is Tabitha is going to be running a Lord of the Rings continuation one shot from last Battle Royale. Sorry, last
Last year's
Extra Life.
Extra
Life.
Life. Yes.
Here's Extra Life,
Fine,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's gonna
Everything's fine.
be from 9 till 2ish. And then Ryan, what are we doing in the middle?
So, ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, I give you Battle Royale 2 Electric Boogaloo. Last
yeah.
time, Jericho won the ever-living crap out of it, because rogues are totally balanced and definitely not unfair in any way whatsoever. Stealth archers from Skyrim don't freaking at me. Anyway, that being said, Battle Royale 2 Electric Boogaloo is going to run from, as I reference the schedule that I totally panned away from, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. tentative, or until it is over. I.e., we have a hard cutoff of 9 p.m. I have no idea what we're going to do if we hit that. And we're like people are still alive. That will be super interesting. So
have
part of me
plans.
wants to slow roll it.
Oh,
But,
crap. Jesus, I
Jesus,
had
do you have a
plans.
character you were playing too for Battle Royale? Or are you just gonna...
Ooh, Jesus wants to
viewer
get in
DM.
on it? Ooh, that'd be tasty.
Technically, I have many characters that I'm playing in Battle
You
Royale.
Anyway, so it'll be 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. hard cutoff, or until it's over at any point up until that. And there will be some fan favorites absolutely running among this. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be fucking dope. I'm basically the announcer now. What's up, and welcome to Divine and Conqueror's Harry Potter Hogwarts Prep. Yeah. Anyway, all right, I'm done.
How many Red Bulls did you have before the?
Tip your servers, guys. Tip your servers. They're out there working hard.
Yeah, and
Ryan,
don't
I'm just
even-
gonna give you the camera and let
He's
you
the
do
hype
the
man
announcement.
now.
Yeah, you're the hype man for
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
I've been bugging Jesus for months. Like I loved the first one so much, and I regret pulling my punches on the first one. So I want to come back with a bang. Like,
It was
what can I
kind
say?
of funny. As soon as the Battle Royale ended, maybe like a week after, Ryan was talking about, hey, when is the next Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Oh, next
oh,
year.
man.
After.
I still watch the first one like at least once a month to be like, okay, I could have done this better. I could have done that better.
Then
Why
he
didn't I ever-
became the MC.
Oh,
right?
no.
Well, to move on, because we will
yeah,
be
we
discussing
will
this
come on.
for hours. There will be a special whatchamacallits Demi-doodles of that night. That as soon as we get more info, we'll let you know. But yeah,
There might be shoutcasters. It'll be great. Or color commentary. Sorry, not shoutcasters. I'm still in worlds mode. Anyway.
but yeah, speaking of Demi-doodles, Vic and Lynn have their stream. I think this week they're going to be doing a steampunk episode. I'm not sure about
Whoa.
that. Yeah.
Ooh, Griswold fits perfectly in that. Do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They also have a comic that has it's released. It's out. It's out in the wild. You can go catch it.
Chapter 6.
Yes, chapter
Just
6. The
released
information is down below. For as little as $1 a month, you can be part of their Patreon. Some pretty cool bros, really good community for their Discord. Speaking of other cool bros, our friends at Talon and Claw make amazing wooden dice and make amazing dice trays and dice folds and DM screens, all sorts of cool thing. For the entire month, they're doing a charity for I believe breast cancer. I don't want to put
I
words in
believe
my
it's
mouth.
breast cancer.
Yeah. I don't want to. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, it's an amazing, beautiful pink dice vault that just looks gorgeous.
Yes.
It actually does. I want
Yeah,
it.
I
Not
actually
gonna
do
lie.
too. And I'm not a big pink fan, but
Oh.
I really want that.
You're gonna say you're not a supporter of breast cancer. I don't really support
No!
breast cancer, but I want it anyway.
I am supportive of
That's like-
Dang it!
That's where I thought you were going. I was like,
No,
what
I
is?
don't like the
Oh,
pink.
pink. There we go.
I do hate to hard shift, but no comment.
Pink is
Love
good.
you, Mom.
Yeah. So, let's intro ourselves and then get right into it.
Well,
What?
I have one more announcement.
What up, bro?
So times are kind of crazy right now. Nobody really knows what everybody's dealing with from the outside looking in. So just remember to be kind to everyone. Just a small moment of kindness or checking on somebody throughout the day could really change somebody else's life. So
And
it
don't
could change
answer
yours too.
and don't answer the door to the pizza delivery driver with an AR-15 like what happened to me last week. But yeah.
That's not kind.
Yeah, no, be
You
nice.
tell me who
and
that is.
Texas might be an open carry state, but I'm gonna need y'all to chill, dog. Like just
Yeah.
a little bit.
You tell me
Yes,
who that is.
just-
We'll talk after.
We'll
Okay.
talk after.
I'll go nip on.
I'll talk about it on break. I'll talk about it on break. But let's
Yeah.
get this intro.
So,
Also, merch.
we do have merch. Merch info is down below. You can get cool things like flags and stickers and bottles
T-shirts.
and t-shirts, and you can buy one whole child
Masks.
outfits. Masks are very important.
All the masks.
All right. No one can ever say we follow a script.
No.
Hi guys,
absolutely
I
don't.
am Jesus. I'll be y'all's dungeon master for tonight. And to my right is a Jeremiah. Who are you playing?
I am playing Joseph Clemente. I think I just messed up my little accent a while ago. I wasn't ready yet. Let's just go with his accent for now.
Yeah.
Start with Mr. Clemente when he is not ready.
Hey
Dios
Ryan,
mío.
who are you playing? Oh, I love the Dios mío.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'll be playing Professor Griswold McLeod, a Ravenclaw Circle of Spores Druid. You can find the Circle of Spores in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. It's sling spores, do all the fancy things. It's gonna be dope, and I'm terrified, but in a good way, not in the crazy way. So it's gonna be dope.
And we have a Lee. Who are you playing?
Hi guys, I am Lee, and I am playing Team Mom. No, I mean Bones.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm a wild magic sorcerer and a Gryffindor. Very important, Gryffindor, the only Gryffindor in the group.
Represent.
That's
Representing Bobattens.
And then we have the power couple. Steph, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to be on audio today, but I'm playing Sonya, the divination witch of Hufflepuff who can see everything but not in the dark. And then I have Jericho, who's coming home from work in a second, and he's trying to be edgier than me, but no.
He's doing his
Werewolf,
absolute best.
rogue, Hufflepuff.
Please
Yep.
let me know if arcane tricksters ever get counterspells so I can be fucking concerned. And
No, they get
I will
something
not
better.
tell you if that happens.
They can steal your spell.
I already know.
So, and last but definitely not least, the biggest heart of us all. Hey,
Aw.
Jess.
Hi
you're-
guys, I am Jess. I play Neff, who is a Hufflepuff barbarian who likes to smash things with her maul. Yay!
You need to start like a band or something with
It's
you
a
with
gif.
that.
It's a gif.
Well, we should. Yeah,
we need to turn that into merch that's literally just hands going like this with like mauls crossed, and it just says "smash things with your maul," and like I will print that on a T-shirt and wear it
Yes.
everywhere.
I would wear it everywhere too.
We do have a merch store, so.
We have merch.
Merch
All
store.
right, let's
Vic,
roll that beam
Vic,
footage.
help us.
Oh,
What was that, Jeremiah? One more time.
I got the wee wee.
Hey guys, welcome
It
back.
is a joke.
It's very French. It's a French wee wee.
Neff now knows yes in French.
Yes, yes. So to recap from last time,
Okay,
as I
cool.
totally wasn't
Perfect timing.
prepared for our immature comments because we're so mature here.
Very mature.
Sure.
Wee wee.
So the party finally had the after communing and speaking with the dead and speaking with Leon, got the answer that they needed and had a beautiful service in the Forbidden Forest and buried their professor under a tree with these lavish, beautiful flowers growing around outside of a home that Dumbledore has, at least for the awesome knowledge, is safeguarded and has something to do with the ties of the unicorns within the Forbidden Forest. After the beautiful ceremony and memorial of your friend telling stories and reminiscing on the past, both orders, since we have the Order of the Broken Moth and we have the Order of certain Phoenix, you guys use the Flue Patters and the Arcane Lock to travel to, as far as you know, again, because can't say confirmation, can't say words until you guys 100% know.
Seen last session's title.
Yes.
Egypt!
You're in Egypt, maybe Alexandria. I don't know. I don't know. So as you guys entered through the
Bones said
arcane,
what it looked like.
Bones did get a very amazing
History check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys opened the arcane lock,
very
went into this dungeon that is both testing you physically with supernatural abilities and it's throwing everything at you. First, only a hunter's eyes may lead and sort through illusions, as very specific individuals were able to see. Some may have been polymorphed, and that's the only reason why they were able to see. Going throughout these the illusions, finding two specific keys, identical keys. Going through tunnels as a large boulder fell on you guys, using complete brute force and getting your way through this. Noticing that once you put one of this, making sure that I'm telling the correct thing. Yes, you used the sphere to for the door. You guys got that far. Yes.
We used the sphere for the door. I thought we didn't get through the door yet.
You
We're
put
not-
the thing to announce the puzzle, The riddle. So once you
Okay.
put the sphere into the door as part of one of the keys, you heard a crack and a sound, and then a riddle appeared. And with that, we're gonna continue where that left off, because I am so excited. You guys have had a riddle for the entire week, and we'll see what happens as I need to move you guys to the correct location.
I really think I overthought this, and I have a coworker that's actively waiting to know the answer to this riddle. So if you want to tell me if we get it wrong on break, or like after it happens, because I'm gonna know whether or not we got it wrong.
Yeah, you'll know. As
Okay.
I switch music here, a little bit more sinister tone.
I am hugging my cactus.
Again, to describe what happened, as this large tunnel carried through, having an incline, you guys were able to surpass the boulder that flew over, fell down, and then rolled on y'all, breaking 1/4 of it, enough to make both Neff and Griswold were able to pass through. As the boulder safely landed on top of the spikes that could have killed Sonya if it wasn't for a featherfall spell. There is this golden and bronze with hues of green here and there circular frame that is embedded into the stone itself, with a note of an indentation for a circle in the middle. As you guys place the orb in the middle, you all heard a riddle appeared. I need everybody to roll me perception, and you all notice this very specific thing. None of you know this language, yet you can understand it.
Yeah, just like the last one, right?
Mm-hmm. As you guys are rolling, I will read off the riddle again for all of you, which is probably better if I look at it here. Yeah, from the city that loves knowledge to the city of the living God, underneath me a great hall, the great hall. Sorry, it's very specific. If you answer correctly, I will devour myself. Who am I? So, what did you guys get on perception?
Joseph, 22.
All right, Joseph passes.
Griswold, 18.
18. Unfortunately,
Holy crap,
No.
what's the DC on this? Okay.
A 20.
Bones, what did you get?
Give me 1 second.
Neff, what did you get?
I got a dirty 20.
All right, Neff passes. Jericho and Sonya.
Jericho 15,
Okay, so
Sonya 29.
29 passes. Bones.
God.
I got a 12.
All right. You
Sonya, Neff, and
Bones.
yeah,
Joseph see this.
Oh, Bones doesn't.
but so
Definitely not.
you three get a whiff in the air of something earthy, and at first it's a different scent. You are underground, so you're like, what is this? But you're noticing that a lot of the atmosphere and smells here, and the temperature and the feel is very coastal. This doesn't have that same scent. As soon as the orb hit the sphere, the enclave to the key, it almost smells like grass. And Sonya, you swear you hear liquid pouring in somewhere. Just like, and stop. Very faint and for a couple of seconds. So, you have a riddle that has been presented in front of you. What do you guys do? Neff?
Just for roleplay purposes, Neff is like totally, as soon as she starts smelling that, her nose is totally like wiggling and like she's sniffing around.
Alright, Grizzly.
No, actually, that's what Joseph is doing too.
You mentioned the green hues
Mhm.
on the arch. I'm gonna step closer and look at them.
Okay.
Are they planty at all, or is this like emerald or some other like green metal thing?
From your it looks like it's caked in paint.
Caked in paint. Okay. I was like, damn, I wonder if I could talk to this. And then I realized it's not plants. Ah, crap.
It's not moss or anything.
I'm
Yeah,
surrounded
that's
by stone, and all I want is a plant to talk to. As much as I love my cactus, I don't think he can help here. But yeah.
He can punch the door.
Neff is also going to comment out loud that she smells like earth and yeah, basically all of that you just described.
Joseph is gonna be a smart ass. And we're like, well, we are underneath the earth.
Yeah, but as soon as we
Very
did
fun.
that, as soon as we put the spear there, I started smelling like stronger. It made my nose twitch.
Well, you are some kind of dog, no?
Kind of, yeah. I guess. if you wanna get technical.
You said there's light, correct? Like we see colors, we see in colors. We don't basically
When you casted the guiding bolt, you were able to see color. Yes. Currently, nobody has a torch or anything on.
because basically my spell is out, or my spell, quote unquote, my cleric thing is out.
Oh, your AoE dark vision?
Yeah.
So everybody can
Oh.
see currently. Neff is out of the box.
No. I mean,
It's
I don't have it anymore.
Well, then
Yeah,
yeah,
its
nobody
time
can see.
ran out on
Yeah,
it.
then
Like-
nobody
Okay.
sees.
Like I have natural dark vision.
Yes,
Like, and I guess Jericho has natural dark vision as well. So
Yeah.
so they can see.
I will, the second the lights go out, I'll stow the staff and pull a torch out of my bag and light it with my tinderbox.
yeah, I was gonna say
Little-
like maybe we should. I can't really do this a lot, but
And the light works perfectly fine here.
Okay.
then I'm just gonna keep looking at the riddle, and I'm like, who am I? I'm gonna look at the party like Zeus, maybe.
I'm gonna look to Bones and be like, you said this looked like Alexandria on the outside, right?
Yes.
But Alexandria is old. This is old.
Very
Did we-
old.
I'm gonna look back to Mr. Clemente and say, did we time travel with the blue dust? Because I'm an idiot, occasionally.
When we arrive to the location, like the place looks like 1940s. Or
Yes,
was
when
it-
you arrived to the beach, it was current day and time for y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. We're not doing any time stone shenanigans. Got it. No resurrections and that sort of thing. Anyway, I'll look to Bones and be like, well, if this is Alexandria, who was it named for? And kind of, because Sonya and I talked about this in private messages while we were like between sessions, and I think she knows my guess at this. But in character, I'll say Alexandria was named for Alexander the Great,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense. But I also, like, as a player, I think I'm overthinking this answer a lot.
I have one question to further our pondering group-wise. So I know we've all been listening or looking at the riddle from different angles and trying to diagnose it, but when it says "who am I," is it possible that the "who" is not necessarily the traditional use a person,
a person?
but it's a
No,
thing?
my
Like, this
initial
is
guess.
smells really-
My initial guess, to tell you the truth, is a library, or maybe Paragon of Olympia. A
Neff
church?
is
No.
literally gonna raise her hand.
Yes, Neff.
I'll
I'm gonna,
look.
I'm gonna look at Neff. Like, yes, Neff. Even though I'm not a professor.
So I've been thinking about this, and what the thing that Bones just said makes me think,
Mm-hmm.
because it says I will devour myself if you answer correctly. I'm thinking, honestly, it could be something like a flame or a match.
Or what's underneath the Great Hall? Or what's above the Great Hall? Candle ceiling. Hmm. What if
I'm gonna-
libraries, candles? Didn't Alexandria Library burn down? I don't know if I'm supposed to know that yet, but I think it was a long time ago.
Well,
That's-
Library of
no.
Alexandria was one of I want to say it was one of the great 7 wonders of the world, and
Before it burned?
it burned down like BC. It's long
That's
gone.
why- well, maybe the answer is a library.
So,
I mean, it makes
City
sense,
of
but then
knowledge. City-
what about living gods?
well, we
No.
are
to
green.
an- I'm sorry to interrupt.
Where
you.
is Alexandria? Sorry.
I want to say the Library of Alexandria was Macedonia. It's either Macedonia, which is like modern day Egypt era or a region, or it's Greece. It's one of the two. I honestly can't remember, and a history buff is going to go into Twitch chat and give me a very, very stern talking to. But I will look to Bones and say, if it had been the "Who am I" bit as I guess as a player and as a character, I'd say I think the "Who am I" bit is very literal, in that if it had said "What am I," it could have been a nondescript thing, i.e. a tiger or a lion or a bear, oh my. But like, who am I feel like my gut says that's like asking for a specific pronoun, like someone in particular or something in particular.
I agree, but the thing that trips me up is saying underneath me is a great hall.
What if? Wait. There were sphinxes in front of the first door, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's got a sphinx on its roof?
Pyramid?
No, pyramids don't have sphinxes on its roof, but there is a giant sphinx monument.
Sphinx.
Nephew,
Yeah.
Sorry,
Neff
I'm just
No,
thinking out loud.
Neff is
Sorry, go ahead,
literally-
Neff.
Neff is literally just raising her hand again because she's like, I don't want to interrupt everybody's creativity and
Yeah.
answers.
Math with us,
Yeah, please
guys.
speak.
My
Everyone has a brain,
yeah,
has an opinion.
I got brain and broad.
Smartest
No.
barbarian I've ever fucking seen.
you like for real, you are.
I am a smarty. Anyways, oh crap! Now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Speaking of being a smart barbarian,
Just totally forgot.
It was the flames and the candles in the great hall beneath me.
Right. Okay.
Or underneath me is a great hall, I think is the way they
Yeah.
phrased it.
The other thing is, what if we were to take this literally, and if we do answer correctly, whatever thing is in there that we want to see or whatever, devours itself. What if we want to get this answer wrong?
Well, I think if the devour myself part is the door opening.
That's smart.
See, I was
So,
thinking that's
the
perfect for a
question of-
candle because they burn out. They get consumed.
That does make sense.
Yeah, the longer you use a match or a torch or candle,
Now you've
more
got
it-
me.
devours itself.
But here's the thing. All I can think of is that little turkey butt candle wick, which I'm not supposed to know. The cutest thing in the world.
That was a
But-
fun game to play.
But I will admittedly say to the group, I am very biased thinking in Hogwarts terms, and we're in Egypt, so it's probably a lot more historical than it is Hogwarts. I don't know.
So-
If we're talking about historical, Alexandria, we are in Egypt. And you make a point about what's the god part. There's a lot of gods in
The
Egypt.
living gods.
There's
yeah.
a lot of living gods in in Egypt.
Respect for gods.
Let's just say maybe somebody like a pharaoh, perhaps Ramesses.
Oh,
So,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that either Bones or Neff hit on now has me thinking very literal. And if, like, what's one thing that all of these things have in common? And it's a door from the city that loves knowledge to the city of the living gods. If you answer correctly, or underneath me lies a great hall. Or stairs? Like, I'm probably thinking this way too literally. I'm just like, okay, if we take everything at absolute face value, yeah. Doors, stairs, totally in common with all of these places. Yeah, no, it's fucking stairs. It's stairs, my dudes.
I mean, that makes sense. Here's the thing. I think in historical studies, which I'm super nerd, it's always the Sphinx talking about something in a way that you're completely thrown off by, and it's something very commonplace.
Well, as a
Like,
player,
I feel like it's always something.
when I threw Trent this, hi Trent, I mean Helios, I mean Kameno. Yeah, when I threw Trent this riddle, he looked at it and he goes, "Wait, the if you answer correctly, I will devour myself" bit is actually one of the first famous historical references to Sphinx's riddles, because the Sphinx that terrorized the road leading to Thebes was approached by, what's his name? Iliad.
Achilles.
No, not Achilles.
Homer? Iliad.
No, not
No, he
Homer.
wrote it.
Homer wrote the Iliad,
Yeah,
but
that was
who's
good.
the Iliad about?
It's about Achilles. It was the
No,
Odyssey
it's
was
not
about
Achilles.
Odysseus.
Odysseus, that's it.
Iliad is
That's
about
it.
Achilles.
But
Sorry.
anyway,
So how is Griswold
he
saying
approaches
this?
the Sphinx. The Sphinx throws him a riddle and ends it with that line.
How does
which is-
Griswold say that?
Yep.
Well, the problem is,
Would Griswold know that?
okay, here I've got a
I like
theoretical.
reading Latin books
I-
with Bones. I'm a nerd.
I've got a theoretical for you, Jesus. Would Griswold, having gone to Hogwarts, have Muggle folklore knowledge?
Muggle Studies is a class.
Is a
that's-
class in Hogwarts? Yes, that is true. But would he know about Homer's The Iliad, which is
Sure.
by and far one of the most famous historical pieces?
It
Sure.
truly
Um,
is.
I'm asking
It's-
you as Griswold to say that, not as Ryan.
Okay. As
But
So I
Ryan-
was like, I have this friend Trent. That's
I
Griswold.
have his friend. His name is Trent.
Alright, so Griswold would probably say this as everyone else is talking and be like, alright, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Muggle studies. There was a book. There was a book I didn't pay very much attention to, but there was like all these fantastical feats. There was a Medusa, there was other such shit. And tripe and all that rubbish. And
As Bones is raising her hand.
Call on me, Professor.
it was something it was
Professor,
some
You're
I'll look to
kidding.
Bones and be like, Bones, refresh my memory. What book was it? You went to Hogwarts more recently than me. Mine was like 20 freaking years ago.
Because Oedipus was the guy.
Thank you. Okay, Oedipus, the Iliad, that sort of thing. Well, at one point, he approaches a Sphinx. And the Sphinx says what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 in the evening. What does Oedipus answer?
Man,
Oedipus answers man.
Sonya already knew the answer.
Sonya knew that one.
I already knew it walking into it, player. But he goes, so, it was a Sphinx that asked him, and he ended it with the line, "If you answer correctly, I will devour myself." Now, this Sphinx has violently murdered a bunch of just common folk that have walked up and he's asked this riddle. But Oedipus gets it right. And so the Sphinx eats itself. So, if we take that one line of the riddle, and then we apply it to other parts. Oh Jesus, Sonya, you were right. Sorry, that was me saying that as a player.
it was Jericho too, by the way. Who'd have thought?
I feel like they're right.
Did Jericho
What if
whisper something into under his breath?
Sneaky
Yeah, he's-
smart,
he's-
that Rogue.
Jericho's gonna say something in his breath. He's like, about time y'all got to the point.
From the city that loves knowledge to the city of the living gods, the only thing concurrent between all three of these lines is Sphinx. That's all it is. Giza. The fucking Egypt, fucking sand goddamn everywhere, getting all in me toes and shit. Ah.
Hey, Griswold, there's children around, so what's your French?
Joseph, they have literally murdered people. I
Sonya,
think they can
what the
handle
fuck
a
are
little
you
harsh
talking about?
language.
Wait
Hey.
a second. What French did he speak? I want to learn more.
No. No.
No, no. Okay, no.
So
okay.
what do you guys do?
So is the answer Sphinx?
That really makes sense.
We have to find out, and we have to I guess we have to
Do we
agree
touch
on it.
the
'cause
orb and
I d-
all say Sphinx?
I mean, if everyone's in agreement, Griswold's gonna do something, but I don't want to do it unless the
Well-
entire party's in agreement.
I'm
Well, I guess we just do it.
Wait, I know what Jericho would do.
Neff is gonna get more towards the front so that if anything bad happens, she takes the brunt of it.
Griswold's gonna turn around to the door,
No.
puff out his chest, and shout triumphantly, "Sphinx!"
From 15 feet away?
Yes,
Before
I'm shouting it, like
before-
torch pointed at it. The whole.
when Neff is moving forward, I was like, no, child, you stay behind. Let me handle this.
As he's like half your size.
Huh? I
Okay,
am
I'll stay
tall.
right here for
okay?
your protection.
I'm
So-
good with that.
so-
I'm good with that.
I am 6 foot. Okay.
Joseph steps forward as Neff is in front of Griswold, and Griswold points the torch, yells Sphinx at the
By
door.
the way, Shield Hand is cradling Spiral defensively, just like
Okay.
I'm a little concerned.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? Is that your answer?
I feel like it's
Yeah.
it's either
Right.
Sphinx or I've super underthought it and it's Alexander the Great.
Okay.
Or Caesar. It could be Caesar.
As Joseph
I don't think it's a
and
who, though.
Neff, you guys see as everybody feels the door slide open, and there is a
Oh my God.
crest,
Josh is right.
little ramp that kind of slides the sphere down to the middle and kind of jets outward a little bit as it hits your boot or fine polished shoe. Excuse me, Joseph. As you have it, but now you feel that the ball weighs a lot more than it used to. As
I just want to say, I can't believe Josh was right.
as
Basically,
mhm.
excuse me. Basically, the sphere removed itself while the door is opening, basically, or something.
like
we can grab it again.
the sphere is at your disposal. And
is
when the door is
but it's
moving
been moved, right?
the side, the
You had one, I
center
had
of the door had this little ramp that had the sphere roll down gently towards you.
No, that's what I say. Like both of them is still up.
Nope, one. Your
One of them.
Okay.
because you only put one sphere in the center.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
thought
had one, I
you
had
put
one.
both of them.
So,
the-
Bones.
Joseph, the sphere
Things
you
that make
used is
sense.
basically like dead weight now. Like, he said it feels heavier. That's
Yes.
what it implied to me. Is
Yeah.
that like it's been used?
So, Bones, that's the words Sphinx echoes and is obviously a very notable that it is a right answer as the stone literally moves going into another tunnel. The city that loves knowledge is where philosophy started, Greece, that had
Oh yeah.
the first
Oh fuck!
Sphinx.
I wasn't far off.
The city of the living gods, Egypt, the second location that has Sphinx. The Great Hall is probably what it's guarding.
The library.
Exactly. And you pretty much already nailed it. Hammered nail metaphor.
With-
With the Iliad
with the
reference.
Iliad
Hammer.
reference, yeah.
Yep.
I hammer.
So you guys were fucking correct, my dudes.
Yay!
I'm so glad I didn't overthink it and throw a historical
So wait, did
figure
the
at that
Sphinx
door.
devour itself? So we don't have to fight it?
You don't. As you guys travel and travel and travel,
Oh, What is this?
As you guys approach a tunnel, maybe about 20 more minutes of walking. And
I'll be in front, just so you know.
So if he's in front, cool. Thank you.
I'll be in the
Who
I'm like
is-
right next to him.
place yourselves where you are.
I'll be behind them. So
Okay.
me and Spinal will be holding up the front of the middle.
the front. Of
Yeah.
As you
I'm
see
behind them, but
plainly,
in front of the casters.
Bones, Jericho, and Sonya, you guys gonna be in that position?
I'm gonna move.
Because every single square is very important to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, I do want to note for meta purposes, I can see over here, but it's just black and white. I'm not sure if that's intended or not.
That's not-
I know Jericho would be there.
You should be
You're
able
gonna
to
be
see.
there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, is that the front or the back?
What do you
That's
mean
the
black
back.
and white?
That's the front. This is
It's black and
okay.
white, like this one. I
It's
can
like
see.
this.
Black and
Going
white,
like
like
this.
it's
Black and
like we've been there already,
That's the
but
back.
I don't remember going to that
Look.
corner of the map.
If you were to go
What's black and white?
here,
We
that's
can
Okay.
see
where the
this
back
area.
is.
We
Oh,
can-
you
we
should
can
be able to see
this.
it.
Oh, we should? Okay.
I don't know why you're
Understand
seeing it black and white, but you should be able to see it.
But you guys are
Can you
back.
see this in black and white?
Okay, I think I know because fog of war. I think it's dim
yeah.
light.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
there,
We're going
there's-
this
there's-
way?
there was like a black band right here, and when I moved my character past it, there's no black band there anymore. It's just fog of war opposite or like maximum vision distance. But if we can see dim light to this area, then it's totally fine.
Sure.
I was pointing it out for a meta point.
It's all fine. It's the same room. So it's fine. If there's something that I didn't want you to see, I would have put a hard barrier in front of y'all.
We're
So-
facing towards this direction,
Correct. Yes. As you
Okay.
guys kind of get pooped out this tunnel, you see many blades that look like they've been broken or overused. Like you see a spinning blade, kind of barely just. As there's two skeletons, one with the blade in its ribcage. Two other bodies have been completely impaled and perfectly standing over these stones over here. Some from down below. You see some spikes as big as 4 feet tall by 2 feet. This man over here completely impaled. You see clothing that would reflect... Everything is pre-Renaissance, but from different places throughout the world. It's not just Egyptian garb or anything that would be considered within the Middle East. You see tribal attire from some places that you know, maybe you don't know.
Pre-Renaissance being pre-Dark Ages, so like 1500s or earlier. I'm asking that as a player.
It would be before then. You won't see anything.
Medieval.
You do not see anything medieval.
Pre-medieval.
Pre-medieval
okay.
time frame.
Okay, so we're talking like tribal era up back to like BC or earlier. Sorry, I had to get a reference as a player. It was just.
So as you guys see that, and bones, you're stepping over some bones of a man that looks like he was trying to crawl his way back. As you see this tunnel.
This is where we come from, right?
Close together. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess this is a one-way.
Yeah. What's up, my dude?
Do any of the skeletons look whole?
A lot of them are very whole. A lot of them are. You
have,
from
like, 3
looking
pocket
at
skeletons.
them, you see that they
I
are
have
they all
one.
died within this area, this dungeon. But maybe some of them look like they lived and just starved to death.
Ooh.
Okay. After getting an idea of the terrain, I'm gonna be like, hey, guard me for a minute. I'm giving us a punching bag, and I am going to go to the nearest whole corpse or whole skeleton near me, which you can mark wherever. Like, I don't know if it'd be an actual one of these skeletons or if it's just if they're just strewn about. But if they are just strewn about, I'm gonna find the nearest whole one. Cool. I'm going to step. Okay, it's right next to me, and I'm going to spend a minute and cast Animate Dead.
Okay. Bones, as he's
And that's the skeleton that's kind of between us that he's doing that.
Yeah,
to?
I was gonna say that this would be the closest skeleton. So like you're moving this guy.
Okay. So and when we came in, you said we kind of stepped over some bones, but it wasn't this guy. It was just some other.
No, you guys stepped over this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, because my intention was to kind of honor his sacrifice and do some prestidigitation and make some little, like, throw down some flowers or something.
Just
but
flowers,
apparently he's about to come back. So.
You can throw flowers while he's coming back. That's fine.
I just want to
he
make
could
his
be
transition back to moving as pleasant as possible.
He could be a flowery skeleton. Have
Yeah.
like just a little rose.
You might like
sticking out
that.
Like
Nothing-
a lotus or
Yeah,
something.
nothing
pretty.
wrong
Yeah.
with the flower skeleton. That's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
he might like that when he comes
Yeah.
back.
He could be the most fabulous skeleton in all the land. Like, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yes, queen.
So, what do you guys do?
It does have a casting time of a minute, so if y'all trigger initiative, I'll be in trouble. But that said,
Are you guys waiting the whole minute?
If
I
Griswold
kind of-
is saying what he's doing out loud, then I'll
yeah.
basically keep an
like-
eye on everybody and be like, anybody who moves forward, I'd just be like, wait, just 1 sec.
No, child.
I mean,
Oh.
Mr. Clemente already knows that I have cast
No, he-
spells that are considered illegal, and this is much more illegal to be cast. So-
I'm looking basically at the traps. So like, basically like, are they moving still? Are they active? Or are they
Roman
just
perception?
very old and rusted?
Normal perception.
Perception.
But he's
That
not looking
is
at me,
a
no.
15.
They don't look like they're active. They look not sharp, but just by this point, they don't look sharp. You see that the blades mostly were stone.
They're blunted and from about pre-Iron Age? Sorry, that's me saying that as a player again. Just, this is a super interesting dungeon, and as a player, I am fucking intrigued. But Griswold's a little preoccupied.
As by the point you looking at this, what did you get? 15?
15.
I will say that you do note that over here,
Mm-hmm.
Joseph seems to be a slightly lower pressured plate. Bones.
Since I do have a watch, can I see how long it's been since we walked into the dungeon? Because I cast my alter self to give myself dark vision, and I have an hour, so I'm not sure how long it's been.
You casted that you would. When you look at your watch,
When we
it's
I will give
not
Jesus,
moving.
I will note,
well, that's good.
for
Yeah.
your purposes, when we entered the
15
boulder room for the
minutes.
first time, you said 35 minutes
Yeah,
had
so
passed.
20 minutes. So you have 5 minutes left. Sorry, I miscounted by 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left of your dark vision.
I'm gonna look at the whole group and just like, give me a second, don't move.
Oh, crap.
And I will cast. What's that called? Level 2. Find traps.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
You sense the presence of any trap within range 120 feet. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus would sense
Spikes
alarm
in the
or
floor.
off warding or a mechanical
or from
pit
the
trap.
ceiling.
But it would not reveal a natural weakness to the floor or unstable ceiling. Like I'll know where
No,
I'll
but
know
if
there's a
something
trap.
were to
I won't know
fall,
exactly where it is. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's traps.
Whoops.
That's a good use of that spell. Good job.
Even though there's already traps right there. Like I was just trying to see if
They're
there's
active.
any more,
They're active.
if there's any more pings that.
Oh, they're active?
There's some pings in here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why I was raising the fucking skeleton. Let me know
I'm gonna
when
go turn them off.
Yeah. Wait. Can I do something for the group since I
Yeah.
see our wonderful Mr. Joseph helping us? Is Mr. Joseph okay? Is that what we should call you, sir?
Wait.
Mr. Clemente, Mr. Joseph.
I've been calling you Mr. Clemente out of being nice.
Nice.
I did never ask you. I need to be respectful, sir. How should I refer to you?
He is very fancy. Like, call me whatever you want. Mr. Clemente is my father, just so you know.
Okay.
I've been
So-
calling him Joseph. I've been very rude. I'm sorry.
Well, she's big, so she kind of does what she wants. She's tall. I'm not. Anyway, what I was going to do is try to use my Wand of Secrets one more time to see if I can find a hidden door, a way through before we just jump through all the obviously identified now traps.
As you grab your wand, use a second slot of it. There are traps in this area.
Okay, but it doesn't
Not
reveal
secret
the
doors
way.
or anything. No.
Okay.
Not within 30 feet.
I'm curious though, so I was like, well, I'm very curious. I'm just gonna hold my little emblem for a little second, my amulet, unsheath my wand. By the ever burning embers of the phoenix, sacred flame.
Where are you casting Sacred Flame?
All right, this one right here,
On
the
that?
very menacing looking one.
As you cast Sacred Flame on it, you see the blade spin. You see that part of one of the rib cages from the skeleton that had it embedded in the blade breaks off, and the blade starts spinning again.
As the rib cage goes to shatter or break a little bit, I'm gonna be like, my pocket skeleton.
Your pocket skeleton's up.
So it didn't break at all. Like I
Nope.
wasn't able to.
It started
any
it
kind of
now.
damage to it? Okay.
This is the blade spinning. It looks really slow and clunky, but it's spinning now.
Jesus, let
Yes.
me know when
Maybe
the,
as
when
stronger.
Bones.
my animate dead skeleton
It's
comes
up. It's up.
I just wanted to mention that the Wand of Secrets says that it pulses and points at the one nearest to us. It
Oh, it only
identifies the
designates
traps
one
in 30
target.
feet, but it kind of says this is the closest one that's whatever to you.
So you get a pulsation here.
Okay. And then can I cast Mage Armor? Are we in an initiative?
You
I know
cast a
mine
mage
wore out
armor.
from before.
No, mage
Yeah.
armor
Yeah,
lasts
you
8
have,
hours.
you have mage armor.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's-
believe
you
you
have
do.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
8
do.
hours.
Okay,
You've got it
I'm
for a
sorry.
while.
So
Okay, I
you
apologize.
Joseph discovered this trap over here. Looks like this blade's moving. Not deadly, but it's moving. Just avoid it. And
It's not
Bones-
spinning like.
No, it's just like
Okay.
barely moving. Like you see, you feel that the gears, the mechanism that's holding it, is just old. It's just worn out. And then Bones knows that there is a trap over here.
Right, and I want to share with the party, guys. I just used the wand and it's saying there's a trap close to us. And I feel like since we've already seen a few on the floor, this might be a good opportunity to not be on the floor. It's just a thought. Maybe
Griswold not wanting to fly anymore. I'm going to mentally command the skeleton
Mm-hmm.
to move. Whoa, that is not what I intended to click. Okay, I do have command of the skeleton. I'm going to move him here,
Okay.
and I'm going to whisper to Spinal in Druidic. I've got one polymorph left. Don't know if it's gonna be me or you, but we're gonna get through this together, smooth operator. And for movement, it's going to be
Is torch still up? Someone
Yep.
still has torch. Okay.
there. So
How big is the torch light?
It would light it up 30 feet and then dim light of an additional 30 feet.
Okay.
here, Jesus, this is skeleton's end movement. I just mismeasured it. Thank you. Okay.
Skeleton just walks forward.
Okay, so if all the squares we're standing on aren't trapped, because that makes sense.
At least nothing's happened yet.
This is, I don't know what that chemical bolt marking is.
Oh, also sorry, a little.
Oh, you
note.
have a light. That's I was trying to something. What's up?
Oh, that's what that was.
You
Yeah,
can
no, I
you
have
can
the.
change it to whatever you want. What's-
Little note. D&D Beyond.
D&D
You should.
Beyond?
It should be changed to Hogwarts. It's not. If not, I'll change
Is it?
If it's not, then I need to change it.
Yeah.
I,
Well, if it,
No, it's Theros.
oof. Yeah, we were supposed to have the Theros campaign on Sunday and we didn't.
Yeah. Okay. No, thank you.
But okay, skeleton moves forward. I'm gonna be like, well, the path forward looks safe enough to me. And I'm going to motion to spine roll and be like, I'm using the skeleton as our test dummy. I'm saying that to the party. In the event that there is a trap that I have unforeseen, he is going to take a very zigzag pattern so that we know exactly what's safe and what isn't. And
so I'm
Mr.
guessing
Miss-
you follow
Miss-
the.
Mr.
You follow
Joseph marked this square in particular, correct?
He knows of it.
Yeah.
I'll take him 2 seconds
I'll
to mark
tell
it.
it.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. You know.
Okay, so if I am aware of it, I will have the skeleton avoid that. I'll.
This is spinning right now.
That's what I'm looking at them. I'm like, here's the thing. Make him try to go. Like I'm kind of pointing like this way.
Oh, you want him to go north? I was gonna have him go south. I'll say to Joseph in totally a Scottish accent.
Well, sure.
Okay. And I will mentally
So
command
I'm guessing
skeleton.
we follow the skeleton's line.
I'm saying that as if you guys are, you've already said we're following the skeleton line. You can move the skeleton, and then we're assuming that you guys are 10 feet behind, if Griswold is leading.
It's got a 60-foot leash, but for the sake of expediency and trying to be careful, I'll keep him to a limit of 30 feet.
Okay.
So he's so we're closer, and I can see his movements accurately.
Okay. So when the skeleton moves, I am assuming that you guys will
I would-
follow, unless you say otherwise.
I was gonna say, like, if Griswold's gonna try to go in front of her, she'd be like, let me go in front just to make sure.
No, child. I'll be in the front. Like, I'll be in front of Griswold.
But-
like the Phoenix protects me.
I'm gonna look to Joseph and be like, "Look, you might be older, but these are still my kids."
Let them die if they want to. Go for it.
So we're basically
No.
like fighting for who's in front.
So I'm gonna look at Griswold like, so you're letting your student be the test dummy.
Neff can handle herself.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm fine.
I
I
fully
will be-
vouch for my students' ability to handle themselves, and I've seen Neff take a hit a lot stronger than and point to the propeller in the middle of the room. That ain't
the-
shit.
Yeah, I'm still looking. Was like, no, child, you be behind me, so that you don't get hurt.
Sir, I appreciate your concern.
All right, is Joseph saying the no in French?
Yeah, you said no.
Yeah. So he is saying the no in French.
Neff is just basically hearing no, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty easy one to catch, but
Yeah.
Grizz, having backpacked through Europe, would look to it and be like, wait, no. And I'm gonna turn to him and be like, 999, große Fotze.
Those are
You
the
listen to me.
We're
Like,
following the skeleton.
words. As he steps over.
Damn it. Another day.
I'm just looking. I was like, if you get hit, you're gonna get hit. I know you're a very tough woman, but the Phoenix will protect me, so I don't get damaged.
Fine. But I'm right behind you, sir. If I need
That's
to step
fine.
in front of you, I will.
That is okay.
I'm still being like respectful, but she's also like, I'm gonna like protect you, okay? Just get over it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Alright,
I'm
movement thus
moving
far is good.
skeleton
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
there. I don't want to cross diagonally through potential square of propeller death. There.
Okay.
There. I think that's further than my leash range, but given that Joseph's in front, I'll measure from him. That's a little outside it, but that's still okay-ish, so long as Joseph has accurate vision there.
We would be following the
Yeah.
skeleton.
Okay.
So where are Joseph? How far are you gonna follow? Are you here? Are you here?
No, I'm gonna be right there,
Okay.
like the exact line that he went to.
No problem. Move. Thus far, nothing
But
has
how
been
far
triggered.
away from him are you going to be?
Well, that's what he said here.
Okay.
So everybody can like follow in line as you
Okay.
see. If there's any discrepancy that I need to take care of, you guys said that you're following the skeleton, so you will follow the skeleton, and I will fix if I need to. So
Jesus,
everything's
for the purpose of this, 2 medium creatures can occupy the same square.
correct. That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna have Spine roll inside of my square. Do you mind if I just move him off to
That's
this
fine.
corner right here,
That's
and I
fine.
can consider him moving with me?
That's cool. Just keep track of
Okay.
it. You're good.
Yeah,
He's the god overseeing us.
of course, of course. He is
Alright.
the watcher on the door.
Thus far, the skeleton is in. Moving along.
Oh, not there.
Bones, you step there, you're gonna get a trap. Don't, and
Did you
don't.
step there? Or did you accidentally do that?
No.
You're,
That's the propeller.
is
Sorry,
your,
I was
is,
trying to get away from the propeller.
There's two.
I know that some
squares.
like Dickie's computer glitches and his character sometimes just like moves on his own. And he's
He's
like,
moving.
I'm not
Are you
touching it.
basically in line with Griswold, or okay, you're
Yeah.
I wanted
behind
to be behind Sonya or near her where there's not imminent danger and death.
Well, you know that right in front of you is a trap, and then this is spinning, not in a harmful way, but if you get caught, it will hurt a bit. Okay, so skeleton moves over here. What else do we do? You guys are doing great so far.
Having seen Joseph at the front, which I disagree with, but well, whatever, Neth's yielding to him, I guess, so I'll be okay
Right
with
now.
it for now.
For now.
What's my range of vision past the skeleton? Is it accurate to this
It should
to
be,
the
yep.
field of vision I have? Okay.
It should be.
Well, that said, I'm going to have skeleton go like this. I'm gonna grab my ruler tool. He's gonna step forward, left, forward, right, right. I'm basically
Okay.
doing this kind of grid pattern up to a point. This is 55 feet from me, which is
Wow.
about the edge of my range, but from a direct line to me to that point is still inside of range. I'm gonna have him do that and basically like
I need your
serpentine.
skeleton to make me like 30 saving throw.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because I
At-
did
at the
120 feet of like the
Right.
fine traps.
Once he
or
steps on
whatever.
this,
Particular square?
Yeah.
Okay. Skeleton makes a dex save. I need skeleton 5e stat block.
what
because I-
happened, Jeremiah?
No, like I know I'm not really too familiar with the specifics of find trap. Like I don't get any more pings with 120 feet.
You're getting pings quite a bit.
Okay.
You're getting at least 4 pings.
Okay.
But it's not like you know where it is. You just know that there
Okay.
are traps here.
Okay.
Dex is a +2. That is a 13.
Oh, cool. It just passes as there's a giant blade that pulls up as the skeleton literally walks an inch forward as the blade just shoots all the way up. And it's about 4 feet as well. So skeleton, it does not get hit.
So the thing is right
Okay.
there.
Please mark on the map.
Yeah, that's
specifically
what I'm doing.
Okay.
That square.
It's just I need to change layers.
A little thing, and like I do know the nature of the danger posed by the trap, so I don't know if that will help us with like if it's a pitfall or a spike or whatnot.
Okay, so that said, skeleton is seen up to that area. Joseph wants to move forward because I don't want to cut through anyone, and I'm technically occupying the entirety of a 5-foot square with spine roll being right next to me. We can proceed.
Are we? Did you just move like? I guess I'll follow what the skeleton did, except that part.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the skeleton is more like a one trick for like, hey, I'm trying to see if he bites the dust from eating any particular trap.
Okay, so-
that grid pattern he did,
Mhm.
like going right here, right here, right here,
Yeah.
right here, right here, or however he did it, is determining that everything up until that point is safe unless Jesus says, "Hey, it's where he stopped, not where he walked."
So I'll just move forward like straight,
Sure.
but I'll stop right here,
Okay.
like
Okay.
You're
5
fine.
feet behind the skeleton. Blop.
Blop.
Follow the Congo line. Da, 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 da.
What's the name of the spell?
Find traps.
Find, not
No,
detect.
I'm just reading. I'm just reading off the very last. So like, but you do learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap you sense. Like that was like the last one. I'm like I don't detect where exactly it is, but I'll know. I was like I don't. It doesn't reveal where it is. It's just
Okay, so yeah, you know that there are floor traps that would pretty much what you've been noticing. Like you with that spell, you know that the only things that are active left is pretty much the exact same trap. There's more of them, and it's 120 feet. You said?
yeah 120. Range is
Then
120.
let me check.
Jesus, also, I'm moving Tito, I guess, constantly, like, at least 30 feet ahead of me.
Oh,
just to see
yeah,
if
you still
anything
have
sparks
Tito
for
up.
him.
The spikes, he does not interact with the physical world, so
Yeah, just in case he barks at something that, like a
okay.
picture or something.
You
nearby.
also detect a arcane lock, essentially, with a magical effect.
Okay.
A effect, I will say, it's an enchantment. That is as far. It's not. It's further than what you can see, but that's in this room. And your skeleton moves finely. Does not activate anything.
I'm moving. Do you see this movement? This
Yeah,
ridiculous
yeah. Everything.
crap I'm doing.
Everything is good.
Okay.
No,
I'm
I'm gonna
moving
follow,
him
like,
to
this-
right there.
Okay, everything's good.
Right, I'm not gonna follow the grid because like the grid didn't trigger anything, so I'll just
Jesus.
move forward.
If you've seen my my movement thus far, I have to. Mother Nature's calling really bad. It'll be like 10 seconds, but yeah, that's like the general idea. I'm using skeleton to sweep for a trap. I have to peach, really quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wee
I'm
wee.
sorry.
Go. So I will say for the purposes of this, I will roll for the next trap that he will eventually walk into, with a 13 on the die. So he meets a DC as this boy becomes visible, and
Wait, who becomes visible?
that trap over here.
Oh, the trap becomes visible.
Yes, sorry, I am doing too many things at once. So you guys can move all the way up to here if you want.
I thought you said there's like an actual creature that's.
Yep, this guy's actually true. So
No, like there was a creature that got triggered.
no. So once you approach this area again, Joseph, this is where the other trap is being triggered.
Right here. Okay.
Well, you don't know that it's being triggered there, but you get
Yeah.
the idea that something that is locking something. So
Locking. Yeah.
on here you see that again a sphere caved in, the same shape as one of the keys that was
Okay,
used.
back.
You see 3 sigils.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see this lettering that pops up through the door in a language that you do not know, yet you understand it. As it
Are we
says,
far enough to read it?
yeah, because it glows. Choose who stays. Choose who goes. 3 for all. You see a spike breaking through this man's body, spine kind of broken through. You see a skeleton on top of this sigil, and then you see the other 3. The other 2.
Wait, what? There's a skeleton right here, and what? And then this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other 2 sigils are unperturbed, but skeleton on third one, spike right here.
And again, just so you guys hear it, Choose who stays. Choose who goes. 3 for all. And because we're like 2 minutes short on break, I think this actually will be a good time to go to break so you guys can think, and then we'll come back. So, we'll be back in a bit, y'all. The riddles and puzzles continue.
Hello, it's me, your favorite space pirate, telling you that the game room will be changing its time slot and will now be streaming on Tuesdays only at 1 p.m. Central Time. See you in space.
Oh, so now
That's
why it's called
All right, bye guys. We're just
Goodbye,
gonna
we're
leave.
done. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh my god!
It's right there.
Just turn around. Just turn around.
That's my wife.
We pronounce her name in the appropriate lizard tongue is Dadi.
Daddy?
All right. Oh no, squid! Oh no, gross! Jeremiah, no!
I just got up here.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I this.
And your moves are the same as they've always were. I've been staring. I know. Big and beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my.
Because, you know, sometimes friendships require having to give people space, so you don't have to always constantly be breathing down their neck and, like, having to always be pestering and responding to every little thing. You know, it's almost as if you're individual people that have your own lives.
Hey, stop projecting. It's yours time. I can build this. Hey, should I? Hey, I got 3 Molotovs. I'm ready for war.
Bro, who has time for math at a time like this?
Wes, I need you to stop counting, please.
I gotta go find a Sharpie.
Bye-bye.
This is gonna be like that time I passed out at the football party, except with smiles instead of dicks.
Oh my!
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh, Jesus.
Run!
Run! Which run? Oh my god, yes! Yes! Fucking
Run!
I don't even know where to run.
Run upstairs! Upstairs? Where are we going?
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Is that the front door?
Yeah! Hit it!
Exit! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, tickle him there. That's where he. Oh, he likes it. Look, he's blushing. Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Stare into his eye, Jeremiah. You gotta stare into his eyes. Your face.
Run! No!
What the fuck was that?
Bro.
What the fuck was that?
Bro.
You got fucked up now, boys.
Jeremiah.
It's Jeremiah.
I pressed the.
Jeremiah.
It's Jeremiah.
Right now, you're gonna lose if you vote for me. I'm not lying to you, Nev. This is 100% me,
I have
Jeremiah, not Carabao.
I got something to say.
It's
and that's-
Jeremiah.
I'm about to
It's
throw
Jeremiah.
someone out
It's
of a
Jeremiah.
airlock.
Jesus
Neff, if
wins.
you win,
Jesus
Jess, if
wins.
you win, I swear to God,
Jesus wins.
It's not me.
it's Neff.
Jesus.
Fucking
It's me.
She's evil.
God damn it! I thought it was you for real.
worst enemy!
God damn it!
Houston, and I'm gonna throw Jesus into a fucking air duct.
It was Jesus' fault.
I was just.
How was it my fault?
Sorry. Sorry, I don't like
I
my
don't-
friend.
Demi Doodle time.
Wait,
And okay.
Action.
Jess, we have this issue where you actually fuck me over during the editing more than actually helping.
So sorry.
Girl, Key the dragon.
See, look, I lift the tarp and there's a dragon underneath.
And the producers of this movie, who are incredibly talented in their own right, absolutely decided to just kind of go on their own little fantasy and totally take the imagination component of it that you would have playing the game and make it real.
When there's trouble, if you just come and make it impossible.
We're so out of focus.
Yeah, that's fine. It's anarchy. We're not.
Anarchy!
We're not gonna.
Hey guys, welcome to Come Roll With Us. Come hang out with us. Welcome to our Magic Night stream, where we play Magic.
And probably don't put it on YouTube because we always end up saying stupid shit.
Oh, go away!
Joker. Let her go.
So, as I physically was not here at all to hear any of y'all's discussions, do you have
Yeah,
a
I heard
We're
plan?
talking about Battle Royale.
Yeah, I heard Mama talking in the background. I heard a very stern C, and I was like, okay, yeah, nope, that's Mama.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what do we do, guys?
So what me and not Jeremiah, Joseph determined is that
They're both sexy people. It's hard to.
I'm going to do the same grid pattern to walk skeleton-y boy over, and then I'm gonna check that square, backtrack,
Okay.
and then skeleton is going to occupy this circle.
Okay.
Okay, which technically, like, by that movement goes beyond my leash range.
Yeah, but you can move in.
Direct to me, that's definitely still enough.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the skeleton on that one, and then turn to the party
Sidestep, and then
and say, so on the off chance we can only get 3, maybe 4 people through this door, if it says 3 for all, who do we want going through this?
If it says 3 for all, I'm kind of thinking, what if the door only allows 3 people at a time?
And then I'm going to say something as a player and translate it as Griswold, but I'm going to say, okay, we probably need a tank, a caster, and a mid-range. So, backline, midline, frontline. Who would y'all send for a 3-player party through this door?
Have it ready? I don't have it ready. Oh well.
Because I'm gonna step alongside Joseph and grab my cactus, and I'm gonna move him over here, but he's still occupying the same square as me.
First of all, I'm gonna look at this. I guess I'm gonna ask Sonya, like, Sonya, try to check the other one. You have that little magic thing that you can find out.
Oh, not even a.
Sonya, we're having a little bit of a hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay, I'm right here. Okay, which circle did the skeleton touched all circles, right?
No, skeleton walked directly to the one that already has a skeleton on it, which is the bottom left one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look at this one. Who's like, I'm basically like kind of pointing at Sonya for the other one, the blue one.
The skeleton. I assume you'd have told me, but I don't think the skeleton like took a spike or anything on stepping on
Did
this.
not take a spike or anything. Just walking to the sigil.
Cool.
If you want me to go to the blue one, I'll be like, Griswold, can you make the skeleton touch the blue one so I'm not gonna die?
Oh, I thought this skeleton was like spiked up. Okay, I heard it wrong.
Okay, I will have my skeleton walk over to the blue one.
Walk towards the blue one, nothing happens.
Step directly to the center and then walk around the perimeter of it.
What's the perimeter?
The perimeter being the edge of the circle, not like outside of it. But like walking the edge of the sigil and seeing if like anything happens from
nothing happens.
Undead walking across it. And then I will have him do the same thing for the red one.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go to
move
the
this
blue
way.
one first.
Okay.
She's not gonna go into the center yet. She's just gonna go to the edge, and the same sigils are on the ground, correct?
Yes, these are on the ground.
Yeah, she's gonna
there
kneel.
are arcane runes that look slightly different, but they all have a very base pattern.
Yeah, she's gonna kneel on the ground and touch the sigil on the ground and cast Identify.
About a casting time of 1 minute.
I know there's 2 people with hands up, so I don't know who had their hand up first. So I'll keep track of that too. Whoever was first. Okay.
I saw.
Oh, if
Neff.
Neff had it first, I'll.
Yeah, I saw Neff
Okay.
go up first.
Neff is gonna say, she's gonna look at Griswold and kind of crack a smile, and then she's gonna say, "So I got us an idea, but it might be really stupid."
Oh man. The student has surpassed the master.
And she's gonna go to this skeleton right here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna like try to pick it up or like dislodge it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's gonna carry the skeleton over here and drop it in the red one right here.
Skeleton is dropped.
If you want to copy paste the one I have control of, you can mark it.
She's gonna like go to this one and like scoot the skeleton in the middle of that one.
I know. Okay. I think Griswold has. Or Ryan had
Yeah.
his
So
hand.
Ryan,
So I'll be
what-
3.
Okay. No, I just wanted a note for Jesus before Neff did that. That after the skeleton I have control over goes back to his circle, the one I have perceived as dangerous because there's a skeleton actively like laying on it. He's gonna walk to the center and then just walk around the inside perimeter of that circle over and over again until something happens.
Wait, who's walking over and over in which circle?
My skeleton that I have control of right here is walking around this circle on the inside perimeter.
Okay.
And
So
over.
as soon as the third skeleton gets dropped, I'll say that also will be around the same time that Sonya's identify spell gets casted. There is a spell on there, and I'm going to butcher the name because this is one of the few spells that I cannot pronounce, like every other spell that I can't pronounce because they're not a few. Pertificus Totalis is on here.
Oh shit.
Okay. Petrificus Totalis.
Yep,
And
that's
as soon
one
as
we know.
the 3 skeletons get put on there, you see this one completely immobile.
Does it take
And then,
damage?
nope, and then it starts moving again, and you see the sigil glue a bit. As it just mid-step freezes as the sigil glows, and then it keeps on stepping. And so you see it's moving around.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark this skeleton I have control of for 24 hours, hit points and AC really quick.
Okay,
So I remember that.
Many people had fingers out and numbers. Who's next?
Jeremiah.
Me. I have a very stupid idea. This is probably the most stupid idea in the stupid idea that because we already
Did
know
you
what
redeem
was
your
the spell.
token?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing 3 because this is very stupid. Because of what we learned. I don't know if Sonya had said it out loud yet, but as players, we already know. So this is kind of a stupid idea. First off, I'm gonna look at Jericho and was like, "Hey, what's your girlfriend?" And then I kind of look at I kind of look at Jericho as well. I was like, I'm kind of like mimicking the actions that I'm trying to do. It's like, just in case, like I'm putting my hand on Sonya's collar, but I'm not really touching it. I'm just like, I'm not touching it, but I'm showing Jericho to grab the collar and pull when something happens. That's what I'm kind of trying to do. Like something happens, something explodes, grab her wheel and pull. That's
I just
basically
imagine
like,
Tito growling at this, like knowing there's something shit going on.
like I'm not saying it out loud. I mean, I'm
nobody other than
actioning
you,
it.
Sonya
Yeah,
sees little
I'm
Tito
actioning
barking.
it to Jericho, like I wasn't saying it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a little bit closer to this circle. Like that's the reason why I was like right behind Sonya, because just in case happens, whoop, pull. But I'm gonna look at that. It's like, and then I touch it.
You touch it, just like
Yeah, I just touch it.
Alright,
I not like that, but I'm gonna be like,
nothing happens.
like,
So-
nothing happens. What if I step on it?
We might have to move the skeletons off for that, but I'm going to turn to Spinal, and I'm gonna get down on my knees and like address him at eye level. I'm gonna say, okay, buddy. From what we've seen, these circles shouldn't hurt you, but it's gonna make you not be able to punch things for a second or two.
He looks at you, shakes his head.
Oh no!
What did you say, Jesus?
He just shakes his head. No.
No.
When you said when you said he can't punch something.
No. You'll be able to punch stuff after, but for like a split second, you're not gonna be able to punch things. Like just split second. Like
He looks at you. What if I punch the split second?
then the split
Yeah.
second will be very sad that you hurt its
Robert.
feeling.
Okay.
Neff, overhearing this, walks over to Spinal and like Yeah, little buddy.
He's the smooth one.
Do you
Smooth
want
operator.
to stand on the circle and see if we can get through the door?
I will punch the split second, so you can
Okay,
walk through the
okay.
door.
I'm going to look to the guys and be like, if y'all are okay with it, Spineroll would like to stand on one of the circles.
I'm gonna look at Griswold. Was like, your skeleton just. Did Sonya say it out loud already about the spell? Because I know you
Yeah,
said that. Identify
freezes.
already.
I would have said it after it happened.
I mean, I would have
Yeah.
noticed it the second it happened to the one I animated.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, it was like, did anything happen to the other skeletons?
No.
I'm gonna look to the one I have animated, have it turn directly to Joseph, and wave like it's his best friend on the planet.
It's like that's very eerie. I want to sacred flame it, but never mind. Here's my thought. Maybe the reason why the spell that casted on the moving skeleton is because it's moving. But what if it's a living creature that steps on it? What if the Petrificus Totalus is
Well, then here.
permanent, like the skeleton that's dead over here? I'm pointing at the already skeleton that's there.
I will offer. I think I have a way. I will command the skeleton I have control of to step to the blue circle.
Mm-hmm.
I will step to the red circle.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to step on one.
And as Spineroll steps to the gold circle, before he enters it, I'm going to trigger symbiotic.
Okay.
So I'm going to gain 4 times
Okay.
9, which is 36.
You grab your staff, put into the ground the second that spine roll.
Well, I mean, it's innate. I don't think I even need an arcanic focus for
yeah,
it.
but it's
flavor.
It's flavor.
Flavor.
As nobody can see your spores, but just your spores emanate around you, giving you that coat of protection. Griswold, you don't see this. Neither does spine roll, because time is frozen for y'all. As you just go blank. Everything just goes black. You 3, 5, sorry, see the sigil glow. And that's it.
But it didn't open?
It did not open. You see the gate of the door, this golden and silverish gate with the
Do that with the 3 skeletons?
with the indention of the sphere, but the sphere hasn't been placed on there.
Neff is
Then
gonna walk
I'm gonna
over.
yeah. I thought I had the. Who had
No,
the
you
sphere?
had you had one that you used. I have the
Oh,
other
did
one.
I use it? I didn't know if I used it. So
I'm gonna ask this as a player before Neff does this. Do you want to do this before I regain thought and movement? And Jesus, does this break my connection to the skeleton I have dead on?
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
Yeah, it is, which is why I asked. Dead 5E.
No, you're not unconscious.
I'm not unconscious, I'm just like stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just making sure.
As you put the sphere in, and you see that they all glow a brighter color. As again, you hear something liquid. You smell the scent of grass, and then the door opens. The sphere falls to.
Okay. Well.
Am I unstuck?
Nope, you are stuck.
Neff is gonna walk over to Griswold,
Okay.
grab him and move him off of the red.
You cannot.
Did I just kill my character?
It's like a
As
pressure
you
plate.
grab him, you cannot lift him.
Neff, I have an idea, but everyone needs to get through the doors first.
Okay.
just in case they close on.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna be like, do I need to be within grabbing distance?
You see that when you're going through this door, it's leading to steps going up.
Okay. I literally asked Sonya out loud. Do I need to be within grabbing distance?
Of the door, yes. Be in the middle of it, please.
Okay. Right in the middle of the door.
Everyone else, if you want to go outside, just as a precaution.
I'm staying here for now. Maybe Jericho and the beautiful bones. The edgy Jericho and beautiful bones.
Edgy Jericho.
I'm gonna go and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
stand
go.
next to Neff.
In the door.
Yeah, that might.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
I think.
That way we're tank, mid, and caster.
So,
Yeah. I'm
Bones,
moving
where are
Sonya
you gonna
to
be? Are you going up the stairs,
behind the door.
or are you in this room?
Are you actually gonna go in?
Yeah, I was gonna go in.
All right.
So,
Yeah, I'm right
move
behind
it
them.
in. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
What are you doing, Joseph?
I'm gonna look at Sonya. Like, Sonya, what is your plan? We might have the same plan, but what's your plan?
I don't know what you can do, but I know I can do this.
What can you do?
And then
Before you do it, tell me. Because I have a plan too.
No, the element of surprise is gonna work for us. Okay.
Fine.
I'm just trying to see where to aim it.
Did anyone grab the sphere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I thought the sphere got consumed like the other one.
I thought you said that the sphere fell out
Mhm.
like the other
Oh,
one.
okay.
So I grabbed
I
it,
didn't
yeah.
hear that
Okay.
part.
Sorry.
So, Joseph, as soon as you step over the edge of the door, nothing happens.
Huh?
Neff and Jericho, as you guys look at each other. Sonya, nothing's happening. There's stairwells leading up. And then as Neff, you look behind, and Jericho, you notice that her foot moves slightly an inch back, not where the line of the door is. The door starts closing.
Neff,
grab it.
And
help.
Griswold, Skeleton, and Spineroll are all conscious again. Or not
thank
conscious, they
God.
can see.
oh, go
I was gonna say,
I'm grabbing it. I'm
Roll,
grabbing
both
the
of
door.
you guys
Yeah,
roll
I'm
me
holding the
either
door.
strength saving throws or Neff gets an advantage.
I'm actually gonna help.
Or what?
I'll give you
I'll-
advantage, Neff.
Neff gets advantage
So
or
I'll
2
help you.
rolls. That's
Okay.
that's all I'm allowing.
Okay, because I was gonna say too, like I'm gonna help because I'm strength based
Sure.
too. That's why I was like,
I have a question that might inhibit what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Was I aware of losing the ability to move?
You, from
Like,
your perspective,
does everything go completely black?
everything goes
Is it
completely
like I blacked
black.
out?
You blacked out, and everybody's in front, and you're seeing Neff hold the door open, and Jericho hold another door open as it's starting to close.
You didn't say directly I lost consciousness or I would have lost symbiotic.
Correct.
So I still got it up.
Yes.
The second vision comes back, I'm going to shout at the top of my lungs, spine roll, door, as loud as I can. And command spine roll to just sprint straight to the door.
Okay. Spineroll is doing that. What did you guys get on the strength saving throw?
I
Do you need
had
to roll too, or no?
advantage.
I don't. That's what you
Yes.
three are deciding.
Okay. It was a 22.
22. Okay. Spiral runs through. You don't know why, Neff, but you felt a jab right on your shin, and you're like, that didn't actually help, buddy. As the door is Jericho, for your perspective, is pushed you down, and you're actually kind of on the edge, using your feet against the other side, completely horizontal. As Neff, you're just grabbing onto it, sliding a couple of inches. It has moved about a foot. What are you doing, Griswold?
I am looking at for the door, and I am dropping concentration on the skeleton.
Okay. As you do, give me a dex save, Grizz, and then give me a strength, whoever wants to, between you three.
Is this a strength saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Like,
I got
let Neff do it.
basically +8.
Yeah, let Neff do it.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I have no pluses on this saving throw.
No,
Yep,
you
that-
have deck save, Gris.
Wait, is it Dex or Strength?
Dex-
No, it's Dex.
Dex saving
it's
throw,
Dex. Okay, I have a +1 on that. This is a 17.
Okay. Neff, what did you get?
I got a 19.
19. As Neff, you're trying your best, and you're just pushing everything in to try to hold this on. And Jericho, as you're noticing what's happening, and you kind of just like, well, she pretty much has it. One hand in the air, grab on to Griswold's hand as you're looking towards Joseph. You kind of pull Joseph, grabs Griswold, finishes pulling him through as you let go, Jericho, and kind of just tumble on the other side as Nev, you're still holding on and you're pushing, and when you, son of a bitch, kind of just let go.
When I realize nobody else is helping me and everybody that came through, I'm gonna be like, "Why didn't you tell me?"
It worked!
Something with the door.
It was all split of a second, maybe 2 seconds. So
I knew it was gonna happen. It's fine.
I need a marching order.
Are we all through the door?
You're all through the door. You see
The
stairs
second-
going up.
When Jericho grabbed my hand, I want him to note he was hearing me say, potentially in Druidic, but mixing every language I had, fuck, like, I am, concerned, and then I'm going to look around to make sure I still have my cactus, and still make sure everyone is through the door.
With marching order, I'm gonna look at Neff intently.
I'm gonna move you guys
Like,
over
Neff
here
is one
just so
inch
I can see everybody. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because I think people are clipping through walls right now, the imaginary
Yeah.
walls. So I just want a marching order so I can copy and paste it. That's the only reason
Okay.
I'm asking for one.
Joseph is you're 5'9", correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm 3 inches taller.
Oh, there's a
Wow.
All
clip
she
there
has
too.
to do is like kind of tilt her
Yeah,
head up a
I'm
little
gonna look
bit.
at you like, we don't have to fight about that. Let's go together.
Okay.
So
And then as I offer my hand, kind of like that, as a gentleman.
this doorway is only will only allow one medium creature at a time to go through.
Oh, okay.
So I need a
Okay.
straight line.
Can I be like hugging my cactus?
Of
as I'm
course.
Going through. Skeleton did not make it. I
Yeah, I'm trying to find Jericho in the dark. That's why.
You can't.
because I dropped concentration on skeleton.
Neff will go first.
Jericho,
She'll be
okay.
like,
I'll be behind
"You
them.
did it last time. We can only do this. When we get to a bigger area, we can go together."
Okay, so Neff goes first.
Okay, so I go first.
No,
I'll
I
be
go
behind
first.
that.
You went first last time. I'm going
Like
first.
as soon as Nev was like, you're too big. I can't. Okay. No, little child. I will pull Jericho back. I'm
Neff
gonna
will
be
pull
right
him
behind.
behind her.
No, I mean I'll be right
I'll
behind.
just,
them.
I'll just walk past both of them.
No.
You're annoying me. I'm walking past both of you.
All right, so who is front, guys?
Neff is.
I'll be like 10 feet in front of them.
No, give me a technical marching order, okay? Like inside of 5 feet, just for the sake of Jesus being able to organize this.
Yes, I do need that, please. Who is leading?
Neff.
Alright, Neff,
Okay.
Joseph, Jericho, Griswold, Spine Roll, Bones, Sonya. Is that okay? Bones and Sonya, feel free to argue over who gets the back end.
Is that what we're doing?
Whatever. Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Okay.
If y'all are okay with it.
Since you are in the middle, you guys all see lights. Okay. Neff, you are at front. I need you to make a perception. Say perception, yeah.
Okay.
Can I make perception for the back?
Nope. You are
Okay.
looking at stairs.
Woo!
Like the door that we just went through.
14.
Wow, cool. All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm a C little girl.
Cool. How do I explain this one then?
Oh.
I don't think I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
we have shifted map, and I'm
Oh,
very
look at-
scared.
Look at this
Oh.
map.
Oh, it's
Oh, what happened?
beautiful.
We
Listen to the
started.
music.
So, I need to move you guys slightly here.
I love how Bones was like, listen to the music, and I'm over here like, the bandmaid's domination just started up, like, oh boy.
I will say that this is y'all's order just because there's physically not enough room. Except for these two gals are switched. Okay.
Okay.
So
That works. We're like squiggle patterning it, but it
So
works.
as you're going up the stairs, Neff, as soon as you grab onto the step that goes up, you immediately see like a cascade of just hues of blue and just shifting of something moving throughout, and you swore that you saw Sonya go behind you and moving against what things should move, as she was walking forward but moving behind.
Ooh.
Oh, moonwalking?
Yeah, you can say moonwalking.
The typical term for like yeah, that sort of thing, where it's like
But
it
it's
looks like
not.
they're walking one direction, but they're walking exactly
but
backwards
moonwalking,
from that.
yes, yeah. So sure, you saw Sonya moonwalk.
Neff is gonna be like, "What the hell?" And she's gonna tell everybody, "This is what I just saw. I don't understand it. What is happening?"
And Neff is the first one to see this.
You don't see anything. So, because of y'all's marching order, I'm taking this as dungeon initiative as well. So that is the dungeon's initiative. So, Neff, what are you doing? You turn around, set that. Action, movement, etc. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep moving forward.
Yeah, please move.
Hang on, let me do my thing so I can see how far.
I have a gut feeling.
30. Do I want to go that way? I think I want to go this way.
Famous last words.
What?
I have a gut feeling, but I
You have a
can't
gut
say
feeling?
anything.
I'm only going my 30 feet.
Okay.
I think that's
All right.
like there or
It's
there.
two squares up from that, I believe.
Meh.
Let me control you. So we have a initiative. Up. Come on. Does it control you? Yeah, control you.
There aren't currently any tokens on this page that take a turn.
Oh, I was putting
God.
shift U. So it's Neff just went. Next is Joseph, then Jericho, then it's
Grizz.
supposed to be Grizz. Spine roll after Grizz, and then it is Bones and Sonya. Okay, cool. So Neff,
I'm
you just
missing
went.
Tito, by the way.
Tito's not here? What? He didn't copy? Alright, let me go get him from the other page. So I'm moving, but you guys will still be here. Dungeon is loading. It was too important apparently. Unless you say otherwise, Spine Roll and Tito will act on y'all's turn. Boop.
Okay.
Tito. But they are separate things here. Okay, so...
By the way, we can't see Stephanie. Or I
Oh, I
can't
see
see her.
I
Okay.
can.
What the heck?
I also see
Yeah.
Tito.
Ah, I didn't have it.
Tito is on the
Large
same
enough.
square as you, Sonya, unless
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
Okay.
you're holding him?
The tiny bit.
Okay, so... Neff, you're moving, right? As you're moving, I won't explain anything. Is that what you're doing? Just moving?
I'm moving, and if I see anything,
Yeah, nothing's interacting with you. Nothing really is
okay.
triggering.
Just
or
gonna be
like-
like, I'm going forward, guys.
Okay, Joseph, what do you do?
I am doing the same thing. I'm just like, be wary. I'm just gonna say that to the party, and I'm moving towards the. Going like,
Okay,
that's my 30 feet.
all right.
Technically, I guess I'd be here, so I'm not
Yes,
in the wall.
That's fine. Jericho, just start.
Bonus. I can't hold bonus actions, right?
You cannot hold a bonus action, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You can hold an
never
action.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Jericho, what do you do?
And I'm just gonna move up next to Ned, or
Okay.
my max.
Alright.
Technically, I could have gone 40 feet, but I decided to do 30.
Understand,
for the party.
If that's all you're doing, Griswold, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn to spine roll, and assuming Neff announced moonwalking.
Yep.
I'm gonna say spine roll. Climb onto my shoulders for me. Can I do this? Is this okay? Spine roll literally, like, as a technical. He is a small creature. He's like the maximum height for a small
You
creature.
can climb on your shoulders.
Can I
that's
have
fine.
him like riding my shoulders like I used to
Yeah, that's fine.
younger? And like, okay. So I'm gonna have spine roll climb onto my shoulders, and if you impose what you want on me, like strength checks or whatever, but I'm going to move with spine roll.
Okay.
Sorry. Is there natural light here? I'm still wielding a torch.
Yeah, they can. Thus far, everybody can see. The torch is illuminating enough for right now.
I'm gonna. Can Spinal hold a torch? Does he have thumbs?
I'll say Spinal can hold a torch. Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yes, he has barbs that magically appear. So yeah, he'll figure it out. He's.
I have the ghettoest light post ever. I'm going to like after he climbs onto my shoulder. This bud, we need a little bit of light here, and Spinal will grasp torch after figuring out how to give himself thumbs. He's evolving in real time. It's magical. Yeah, literally magical. I'm going to whip staff back out, and I am going to move. I will shift click spine roll so he moves with me, but he's technically on top of me. I'm just gonna move.
Sure.
I'm gonna mirror Jericho
Okay.
and follow marching order here.
No problem. All right.
Do I like after Neff announced the moonwalking Sonya, I am going to be kind of on guard for if there's any kind of illusions or any that kind of thing.
I will
see
tell y'all
anything?
what you see in a minute. I need everybody to move first. I
Gotcha.
can't. I literally cannot explain what's happening until everybody moves.
Okay, that's fine.
Bones,
You were
what are you
just
doing?
like, haha, plot device.
Moving along with the
Okay.
party. Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I'm saying that too.
As you're singing, party, moving along with the party. That's lovely. And so, Sonya, before you head out, you
Okay.
look behind you as where the stone was that closed, starting at the bottom, leading all the way up to the leading to the stairs. You see sigils appear again, bouncing off of the wall like every other one that you've seen thus far, but in a language you do not understand, yet you can read this. And it says, and then it goes away immediately. Candace must not be interrupted. And as soon as you guys move forward,
Candace?
Candace.
What was?
Candace must not be interrupted.
Cadence or Cadence?
Cadence, sorry. I said wrong words.
Okay.
Cadence. Cadence must not be interrupted. Words are important here. I don't know why I said Kansas. Kansas. So, as soon as you all step forward, you see this ocean of wave of just blues and these whispering, translucent white fires everywhere, all around you as you're walking forward. And you're seeing people move and run and then move backwards. You're seeing someone just grab a sword and slash, move backwards. Everywhere. You see what looks to you to be spirits in a intricate loop, none interacting with each other. Just all in some sort of fear, defense, running. You see two individuals just yelling at each other. They move backwards. They start moving forward. They yell at each other. Move backwards. And it's really funny. Because, Neff, you're at the start of the thing as you look at everybody. And, like, Sonya just... And you notice that you just remembered everything you did, but why are you saying it from the beginning again? For the purposes of this, we're gonna just keep everyone stacked the way it is. But yeah.
Did you blip us all back intentionally?
Mm-hmm.
We all moved back.
Everyone moved back. For our purposes, I'm gonna say that this is the stairwell. Come on.
This reminds me a little bit of the jungle.
The time loop.
With Mommy Watsa, like
With who?
Like, it's not just me who notices this, it's all the party, correct?
You saw Sonya return back to you. like coming back. And then you notice that you were saying it as everyone is listening in the exact same positions they were before a couple seconds ago. And you all were recalling that you moved forward and now moved back.
Is Spiral still on my shoulders, or is he back to the side?
Technically, he would be back to the side. But he's going to climb on you and get on your shoulders. Yes, Bones.
So we're still in normal order, right? So
Yep.
this is Neff's move, and I'm gonna wait.
Unless you guys do something completely different, that is the order.
Can I speak out of turn?
Sure. Until you guys are like, I'm entering the room. Everything's out of order.
Okay. I just wanted to say out loud that this reminds me a little bit of the last time, like Sonya said, there was a time loop, there was a repeat. If you guys want, I can try a Dispel Magic to see if it locks us out. Or maybe based on the clue we're getting that we need to move.
Yeah,
as
Sonya
a
would have said the clue, by the way.
unit. Yeah.
The
What do you
only
guys
fears
think?
the only fear I have about that is if we do a Dispel Magic, it will most definitely not. The cadence will be interrupted.
It might not even be strong enough to dispel it.
Right. Well,
This is strong, ancient magic, and I'm just saying that as someone being older than Bones, and just having seen maybe not like as a character, not as a player, but like.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Sorry, I love you.
Well, Lee, how old are you?
Team Mom.
22? God, fucking ancient 22-year-olds over here. God.
No, I'm just saying, like, as a character.
Yeah.
This is old magic.
Yeah, that's a wise point. I don't want to use spell slots. I just want to throw it out there. I shouldn't have said that. I don't want to use all of my magic for the day. Sorry.
You don't want to trigger wild magic and be a walking inferno again.
Hey, I'm down for Orin.
I think Jeremiah.
I don't know who was first, to tell you the truth.
Sure, Jeremiah.
I think it was Neff first. I think
Neff,
it was
Neff,
Doing like
go.
sign language. Me? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think it was Neff first before me.
Neff is gonna be like, I wonder, like, cadence is something we talk about in like music class or something. So, maybe we have to be silent when we go through.
I shouldn't have sang. I'm sorry, guys. I messed this up.
Fucking Bones jinxing it. God damn it. Joseph, what's
Like,
up?
After Sonya said that, because she said she's told us out loud, so.
must not be
My
interrupted.
idea is like, well, this might sound a little bit stupid, but what Neff said makes sense. But I want to try something. What if we walk backwards?
How?
For the purposes of this, you can say I'm gonna walk backwards and That's fine.
They're like, since it's mirroring us, let's walk backwards and maybe we can move forward.
Before we all
Okay.
start walking, Jericho's gonna cast silence on all of us.
Ooh.
So you see,
Does,
Nice.
does
Jericho
silence move with us or
Without anybody knowing,
it
Jericho's
moves
just
on.
Yeah,
I believe.
on the caster?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it centers on Jericho.
Mhm.
And it,
No,
technically, we are in a good
yeah.
marching order for
When
that.
Jericho cast it, Joseph is still talking. Just nothing's coming out.
At this point, Neff is seeing that there's no sound happening, so she's gonna like mirror, like try to do this, like walking backwards with her fingers.
So you
and
must
be like,
choose a point. That 20-foot area, it's only on that point. So if you move past that point, you are out
No
of.
longer have silence. Okay, it doesn't move with us. Okay, that's what I thought. But I thought I'd ask.
Okay. So
Uh,
it's good for hiding.
Jericho puts his wand back. Never mind.
He's like, I want to do something cool.
I will note to the party, I've only got 10 minutes on this first symbiotic entity before, and I'll just gesture to the spores and I'll be like, things disperse. And I'm not as strong as I was.
So Neff is gonna be like, do you want to try walking backwards?
I mean,
No,
I doubt it.
let's try to walk
Silently?
normally, but very quietly.
Okay.
Looking at bones,
Stealth.
don't sing.
Very stealthy.
Okay.
But when Cadence was basically said,
Mhm.
I'm like, what if we walk quietly? Maybe at the same time we walk.
Left foot, right.
Step by
Yes.
step.
Yes,
But don't
Like-
march.
in a beat by beat, if you will.
Okay. All right, let's try it. I'm gonna like say, wait, but before we do this, let's practice. I'm gonna go left foot.
No, the other left, Neff.
Oh,
No,
left foot. I did that on purpose. As a player, I did that on purpose. Oh, right. Okay, guys. Okay, watch.
I will
Left
note,
Right foot.
because I don't think Spineral has the coordination for this, but I don't know if the marching order is already set by the second we walk through the door. I am going to have him get onto my shoulders again, because I just don't think he has the coordination for this.
Yeah, he's on your shoulders.
And then I'm going to just motion up to him and just like finger to the nose of my plague mask that is on. Just yeah,
Because you say left,
out there. Just
you can say left, right. Spiral is gonna be left, right, left, right.
Exactly.
just silently though.
Okay. So we're gonna try to do this all together.
Okay.
In
If
the
you
same
are,
beat.
roll me stealth, everybody, and then everybody roll me a performance.
Yeah,
Ooh.
disadvantage. Just let's go.
Oh no, Jeremiah, no.
it's. I think it might be a good
Jericho
roll.
passed without trace, the bitch. Fuck's sake.
And then what was the other role? Yeah, it was Leon.
Performance.
Performance? Oh.
No performance, okay.
Pretty funny. Guess who's
Please,
not
could he eat?
Okay. Oh, my performance is really good though. My stealth was but my performance was.
All right. So, yeet. So, what did you guys get on stealth? I'll start backwards from camera point of view. Neff, what did you get?
Oh, okay. I got a 18.
Okay. Oh, tell me performance as well. And then performance.
Performance, I got a 22.
Nice.
But a nat 20.
Nice. Okay. Sonya.
19 for stealth.
Okay. And
10 for performance.
nice. Okay. All right. Noted. Jericho.
29 for stealth.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
And an 18 for performance.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 8.
Hey, you can teach a dog new tricks.
Wow.
Bones, what'd you get?
Well, mine is easy. I got a 12 for stealth and a 12 for performance.
Like
But your
it? Okay.
charisma base.
Griswold.
It's because I'm still going like this.
What'd you get on stealth and performance?
Stealth is a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Performance is a 10.
All right.
Whoa.
Leon. Sorry.
What?
Sorry. Old
What?
habits. Joseph.
Joseph. Stealth with disadvantage. 15. 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
My performance, dirty 20.
As you guys are, I mean, some of y'all 20s and etc. on performance, you're like in sync going with Nev. Bones is kind of shooting the loot. You guys don't hear
Don't. Please,
the werewolf boy over here, Jericho. He's just stepping in syncly, making no noise. From a second, it doesn't even look like he's breathing. He's just walking ever so slightly.
I'm invisible.
Add the Pink Panther theme song right there.
Exactly. And as you guys are walking, make it to 30 feet or so, Neff, you see Sonya walking behind you in the same pattern. And you see Bowen's kind of doing this thing, and everyone's behind you again. And you guys are back to the steps.
We're gonna have.
Now I'm wanting to rage.
Bones. I think we're gonna have to do it.
Hey, Jesus.
Don't disrupt the cadence. I'm gonna disrupt the cadence. Hold on.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, are we actually advancing into the room before we reset to a certain point?
Yeah.
Can I know I'm technically doing this retroactively. Can I look and see if there are any plants at all in this area, or if it's entirely stone?
It is entirely stone. The only thing you guys see when you guys go through is you see spirits looking like some are in combat, some are running. It looks like some are being, at the moment, just squished. You see people yelling at each other, all from different time periods, but all like a spectral shaped. And as soon as you step through, it's literally just these non-damaging, but these flames of blues and translucent whites.
Does it go all the way up to the ceiling?
Not really, but everything's just stone. You do see the stairs over here,
Over where?
but
Okay.
that's it.
Neff is going to point out, we went the same way that we went before, correct?
Unless you told me otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Neff is going to say, why don't we go that way instead and see.
All right. To make this.
You sure you don't want me to cast? I'm ready to cast.
To make this not the same thing over and over again, if you guys take the different direction, is anything changing or are you just marching?
Why don't we take it one at a time?
That's what we did before.
No,
Well, he's saying, like,
did we?
Like
one
one
No,
person.
I mean one transits it in its entirety to the destination point,
If
and
that's-
then the next person follows the same cadence. Maybe it's a. I'm saying this as a player. Maybe it's a limiter on how many people can be in the room simultaneously.
Neff will try it.
That also seems like a good way to split the party, just throwing it out there.
It does,
As
which is
Neff
dangerous.
steps up
but
and does that, and Joseph, you're about to move forward after you give her some time. You see that she's coming back, and as soon as she steps back into the stairwell, she turns to you in the exact same motion as when she said, "I'm going," and step back.
Then she's going to say, this is stupid! Can't I just smash something?
You got it, or you want me to do it?
Either way,
Both have the
whoever
same idea.
feels magically juiced, magically juiced.
Oh.
That didn't come out right.
I'm just gonna look at
here's the
Bones
thing.
and Sonya and say, all right, students, if you've got an
Here's-
idea, I'm
yeah.
stumped and I don't feel like
Here's-
burning the last bit of oomph I have.
Here's the thing for Joseph. Joseph is frustrated because he's stuck. He wants to move and he wants to be just walkie fancy. It's like unsheaths his wand, points it directly to the like kind of towards like kind of right here towards like the middle of the room or something.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I know what they're trying to do. But 120 feet of dispel magic.
Where?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, you're doing it? Cool.
Because
It's casting dispel magic.
but where
save
where
my
are you
spell
casting
slot.
it?
I don't know. I'm just pointing towards right here, towards the middle of the room. I don't know, 120 feet. I'm guessing here. He's just frustrated. This is like a tantrum thing for
So there?
for Joseph.
Boomer experiences temper
Sure,
tantrum.
yes.
Okay. As you see Joseph launch off his a orb that hits, and you see a kind of displacement of a sphere. What are you guys doing?
Running.
Oh, I know that spell.
Running where?
Into the room.
Running to where the sphere is.
All right, Neff, you go first.
Yep. Run. If I can. Oh wait, am I just doing my normal movement?
It's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm moving.
You are moving the maximum of your movement
Yeah.
range.
Mhm.
Oh, are you gonna double move?
Oh, we can dash, can't we? We have movement
Yep.
and
If
dash.
we're not casting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can dash.
So
Ooh, I
Neff,
can do
Neff,
80.
don't you? Yeah, you have 80.
Holy bejesus.
Okay, I see where I gotta go.
Oh, I don't think we can make it there.
So you
When
move.
Neff
Where?
runs, Neff runs.
So, for the point of Neff being literally the fastest at going first, you
Didn't get
all see as Joseph's hand comes back. The spell has been casted, unfortunately, and you're all back to that location.
Okay.
And you see the displacement stay a little bit longer than you anticipated, Joseph, and then just get swallowed up by these flames until it itself gets, for the play on words, dispelled.
Yeah, with that, I was like, I'm sorry.
So that's
You
what we
shouldn't
have to do.
You shouldn't have seen that.
We
That
should
was a little
we
bit
should-
of the tantrum.
aim it to
Hey,
where
it's all
we
useful.
could run. We could dash, run and dash. So,
Old
hang on,
magic. The cadence must not be interrupted. I'm gonna do something weird.
Let's just fly.
I think it still happens.
I'm gonna look to Bones as she says that and say, Griswold's gonna say, if you can get over this
No, that's
effect, I'm gonna look up at the ceiling. How high is the ceiling from the, what I assume, level surface of where we are?
I'll say the ceiling is about 80 feet or so.
Ooh.
80 feet?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like this is only affecting ground-based targets. If, like, that's me just postulating as a player.
Yeah, I always want to fly.
Griswold getting mad, I'm gonna look to Spine Roll and say in English, like plain fucking Scottish accent English, fly with one of them if this works. I'm gonna turn to it, furl staff, slam it into the ground, and gaseous form.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
As a gas, I am going to move exactly 10 feet that way.
Okay. Everybody roll me perception that is not Griswold. I'm sorry, it happened again, Griswold. You did a thing. You did a thing. That is in moving things forward. Technically, Joseph did the first one. So all roll me perception. And we're gonna retroactively, that might change what you're doing, I apologize. If you need to take it back, then that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So, everybody roll in perception. This is the second. Every time's rewinding. Joseph just casted the thing, and the spell was casted, unfortunately. So at that moment, roll in perception, everybody.
Joseph.
Myself included as a gas.
If you want to, as a gas or as yourself, it's your choice.
He's rewinding the clock, basically, before you did that.
Well, then I have advantage on it because I have the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good because that first roll was a 3.
Okay. Joseph, what did you get?
15.
15. Okay, cool. 15 sees it. Grizz.
Let me go to the front page. I have a +8 on perception. That is a 26.
Bones, you see it?
I got a 14.
Bones does not see it. If you get a 15 or higher, you see it. So
15 was the
15 was the DC.
Okay.
As that happens, as the spell blip gets fired off, you all see the word cadence just completely shift and disappear, almost like glitching, and then just random letters. Now this technically keeps reappearing in those letters that you don't understand, but for some reason now your mind is not comprehending what that is. And it's almost like everything after that keeps on glitching out. And then when the spell appears, it says it again. Perfectly fine.
Where was the writing?
The writing is behind you at where the door started at the bottom of the stairs. And again, it just says Cadence must not be interrupted.
Wait, so did I even turn into a gas or did
It's
it
up
just
to you.
straight...
You saw that, now what do you want to do? Do you want to turn into a gas or not?
Does it use the spell slot regardless?
If you cast a spell, it will use a spell slot, yes.
So I'm, like, the cadence thing's happening as I'm going to cast, correct?
If that's what you want to do. You're like, I'm about to cast it. Oh, shit, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's weird.
That's exactly what I'm asking. If is that happening?
You saw the words. You can cast your gaseous form if you would like, or you cannot cast it. That is up to you.
I will choose not to for fear of earning a spell slot.
Okay, Neff.
And thus I will take it back.
Mm-hmm. Neff, what are you doing?
I have a question, Jesus.
Yeah.
Is this... Hang on. Ping it.
Are you pinging something?
Hang on. I'm trying to. Oh, I was on the wrong thing. Is this a tree? Or
it's
something?
stone. Everything is stone. There is no
Okay,
trees here.
so it's still a continuous path.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was a tree, I had a tree strided there quite a second ago.
Yeah, unfortunately no.
Ugh.
It's all cracks on the stone that look like tree because there's no trees here.
Cadence must not be interrupted.
And then whenever the dispel magic was casted in, you saw that the words flickered and distorted.
So, as a player, I figured out the furthest we can get is probably like right here for 60 feet if we dashed. That's...
Depends on where you're dashing.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's
okay,
60.
so we could actually get there.
That's 60. Because, yeah, it just really depends on where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, because, well, I thought we were trying to head to the stairs.
Yeah, that's probably the goal, but depends on you guys.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, that looked like that might have actually helped us, but we'd have to move very, very fast.
Yeah, but we're gonna be burning to our spells.
That's
I think
true.
I think there is an easier way to do this. It's just we're not figuring it out.
Sorry, I had something I had to take care of.
So just to clarify from everything that's been happening, you guys keep rewinding. It looks like there's spiritual people still here. From the last several things that you've been exploring, it looks like many people have tried to venture into this dungeon, whatever this thing that Dumbledore has sent you guys off. It is testing you. Many of these things are puzzles. Physical meets with a puzzle. You guys keep coming over and over and over. Every single doorway has something to test you guys, both mentally and physically. Thus far, you follow what they've been saying. It's kind of cryptic. You got to figure it out. Hence the puzzle. Looks like a lot of spirits have been trapped here. Maybe a lot of spirits have died here.
Ooh.
Do I see it? Like, do I hear anything? Like some kind of sound?
Not really. You won't be hearing anything from them or any flames or anything like that sort.
Where's the closest spirit?
As soon as you step all around you, there's a lot of it's maybe like 100 or so would be there.
Okay.
I want to say hundreds. And
Neff
when the
gonna-
spell gets casted, you see a disruption in your only guide, your only clue. So I'll say that much.
Okay. Neff is going to say, I'm going to try something, and if it doesn't work, I'll just be right back in a second. She's going to step in, and she's going to look for the closest spirit.
Sure.
Where would they be?
I'll say right there. Right in front of you. Why is that? Oh, wrong layer. Right there.
Okay.
5 feet from you.
Neff is literally going to run up to the spirit and try to, like, interact with it and be like, hey, want to come with me?
How do
Let's
you
try to
interact
figure
with
this
it?
out. Huh?
How do you interact with it?
Speaking, I'd assume.
I'm speaking to it, but I'm also like I'm trying to like maybe grab its shoulder or something like that.
Okay.
My hand's gonna go through it, but maybe.
As you grab onto his shoulder, you feel that your gauntlet moved a little bit as the spirit looks at you. And then you all notice that the wording behind you flickers a little bit.
I'm gonna be like, come with me, my friend. And I'm gonna try to go forward.
It looks at you, but nothing happens. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Can I?
Waiting for Neff, basically.
Okay, waiting for
Yeah,
Neff. Okay.
I'm also waiting for Neff to see if this experiment works. Back.
Okay, Bones, what are you doing?
I was gonna ask if I could look in my tome to try to see if I can figure out what the heck this is, because this is really confusing.
It's
So would that be
not
like
gonna. I can tell you right now. It's unless you give me a 40 or something. It's not gonna. You're in a very specific.
This is old,
Yeah.
powerful fucking magic.
Right, well, I wasn't thinking I'd know the spell. I was thinking I could see something about like.
If you're just like, can I figure something out? Then
Yeah, like
no.
countering
If you give me a
No.
very specific question, then I'll give you a roll.
Yeah, the idea was that I would be looking at repeating magic or canceling repeating things. That's my intention, not necessarily a mirror or the time loop like we saw before, because there wasn't really a lot of information when I checked before on that, but just like looking at things that are stuck in repeat. That's the thing. Like
Yeah, roll me
almost like
history.
it was a security thing. Like you turn on a security system magically and it's just
Roll me history.
Okay.
Jericho and Sonya, what are you guys doing?
Oh yay, dirty 20.
Okay.
We're just waiting.
Wait. Okay.
Seeing that Neff grabbed a phantom ghost, Sonya's gonna pick up Tito and be like, you know what's going on? Of course you do.
You saw that your gauntlet interacted with it, and then when you moved away, the spirit just continued on.
I'd grab him again with my gauntlet.
It looks at you.
I'd try to like move him with
As
my.
you kind of move, when you actually put force into it, your hands go through.
Shoot.
And as that happens, Bones, as you're thinking, you know that, and this is the best I can give you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think outside the box, like repeating security, something that I've seen, like they ward us out of the library, the restricted section.
From your worldview, and you've heard other more, let's say, pessimistic or nihilistic older wizards view Merlin as different than what he is. But for most everybody else, Merlin's a magical good person. But sometimes he had to protect muggles from themselves by casting enchantments that don't let people through, that are not of some sort. That's saying that this feels like a anti-something spell. One of those has been casted out on Hogwarts. There's an anti-dragon field.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something. Neff, as you do that, you see you're kind of moving back a little bit, and then as soon as you grab something else, you grab a spirit's arm, you kind of stay back, but you see that your gauntlet is shaking fiercely.
Okay. I'm gonna, still holding on to a spirit, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna say, so my gauntlets are definitely interacting with these spirits, and I think that's why I haven't, come back yet. So maybe it has to do with magical item or something that has some sort of magic in it or something. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm going to try to grab the next one that I see.
You start making your way up as you're grabbing from person to person.
Cool.
What about the rest of you guys?
Yeah, my little idea was actually because Cadence, for some reason, to me, that word is like a musical thing.
Yeah, Cadence is musical.
It's a musical thing to me too.
That's why I was asking. I was like, is there some kind of sound in here? Is there a rhythm that we need to follow?
There is no real noise other than what you make.
So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tap my cane in the ground, and then the warhammer appears. My cane becomes the warhammer, and then I'm gonna walk. And then as soon as I move forward, basically it's like I'm gonna see a spirit, right? What is the spirit doing?
Yeah, this one I'll say it looks like it's running back to the stairwell.
It's
turning back, it's
like this one.
Yep, to this one. I don't know where you're pointing because I can't say it. To this one, to where you are.
Oh, to this one.
Oh, okay. The stairwell we're coming from, not the stairwell.
Oh, okay. Because you were saying it was like somebody was fighting.
Yeah, many of these look like they're fighting.
Yeah, because if I see somebody that's fighting, I'm gonna defend myself from him.
Sure, yeah, we can say that the next one looks like he's got a sword, and you kind of okay, move away.
My warhammer kind of bim.
What's your warhammer? Oh yeah, your warhammer. Yeah, I remember what it is. Okay, yeah. As your warhammer physically touches against that dude's sword, and they look at you and interact a little bit with you, feels like you can move a little bit if you want.
Yeah, so it's because it's my wand.
Yeah,
my warhammer is my wand, so I'm gonna I'm gonna boop over here. And then basically
as you're seeing Neff just kind of just grab onto someone, and yeah, you feel like your warhammer is completely vibrating ferociously. What about the rest of you guys?
Since I'm not next, Jericho is. Jericho, what are you doing?
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna. You know what? What the hell? I'm gonna
Jericho, I'll give you a hint if you'd like a little help.
As long as Griswold says it in character, that's cool.
I'm going to use a reaction.
There you go. Okay? Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm going to use a reaction, and Griswold's going to say, "Oi, I think we need to interact with the spirits that are stuck to move." And then I'm going to point the other direction from where Neff and Joseph are going. So, i.e., I'm pointing this direction.
Yeah. Okay.
What are spirits in that direction doing?
There's spirits throughout. I'll say that there's one that looks like it's trying to sweep. I'll say a scythe upwards.
Oh wow.
Okay. I'm gonna copy Leon and I'm gonna go black this. I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm gonna copy Joseph. And I'm gonna go.
Sorry,
I'm gonna block the scythe. But
as soon as you what are you blocking it?
You know what? Since it's a magical item, I'm gonna use the gauntlet, Fist of Boom.
Okay.
Like block it with my hand.
I forgot he has
As you
those.
kind of use your fist and hits it, as it slightly sparks a little bit, you see that the person interacts with you, looks at you, and then goes back to the same seconds as before it's gonna hit, and you're able to move a bit. We'll put
gonna
you
keep on
there.
going.
Okay, cool. So, you guys, it seems that you have figured out that as long as you interact with them with something magical, as every single time that happens, Bones, Grizz, Sonya, you see that the lettering completely flickers as though it's not taking effect anytime anyone interacts with anything here magically. Almost like the law here, the cadence must not be interrupted, is being interrupted itself, therefore it's being interrupted and proceeding, allowing you guys to proceed forward. Due to time, I'll say that you guys make it up to this location over here.
Okay.
To
Okay.
where? The stairs?
Yes, stairs. If you guys can move your characters.
I will note for flavor.
Yes, please. Explain what you're doing.
As myself and oh, sorry, I have the wrong tool equipped. As myself and Spine Roll go to move, and I realize I'm going Spine Roll. You're gonna punch as I'm swinging the staff, and we're gonna block things together.
That's
As
fucking
it's, like,
adorable.
He's gonna enjoy this.
As like you're okay, not punch. He's gonna swing with the torch, but because he is a magical creature, like he's a fantastic beast for the purpose of, fantastic beasts. I'm just gonna have him swing with the torch as I'm staff and we're just blocked together.
I'll let that one go. Yeah, that's cute. As ching ching as he's looking at you. These foes, they will never make it. They're not smooth like us.
Beautiful.
The smoothest operator.
Smoothest of operators. So,
We're
what
not
you
smooth
guys
operators.
see as soon as you guys enter the steps, and when you guys walk through the steps, it almost has like a muffling effect. As you can't hear anything outside of the steps. So if someone's interacting with one of the spirits, whether it be Sonya using her wand or Tito biting it or something, Sonya's like holding Tito to her hands. Bite. Okay, I can move. Bite. Okay, I can move. Like whatever it be, right? Let's say at the moment, Joseph, Neff, and Jericho are technically touching the stairs, so you hear that muffling effect. You can't hear anything below. So for you guys, what you see, and I'm going to draw a little bit on the board. It's because
Is this going up or going down?
Going down. These steps went up. You walked in a plain field, and then going down.
Okay.
So it looks like you're going underneath whatever this thing holds. That's a thing that's important to say.
Great hole.
So, you see on this now. This is a door. This is not a gate. This is not an arc. It's a door. And on this door, there is a sigil, an infinity, an 8, whatever you want to call it, but it's a marking. So we're gonna butcher the fuck out of this. So, there's a couple of things in here that need to be noted. Hold shift. What's alt is for circle. Okay, so. Oh, that definitely didn't do it. Okay, Control Z. That fucking gross garbage. There is a. Can't move it. Why can't I move it? Okay, there's a circle here. You know what? Let me make it a different color. That might be a little bit easier to see. Jericho. We're gonna go with black. That's pink still. Oh, excuse me. I just assumed.
Roll 20 UI. Thanks, fam.
So, there's these two that they don't look identical, and I apologize, but these
They're
look like
identical.
identical spheres to the ones that you guys have had. It looks like it's a location where it cups it in instead of being inserted in.
Okay.
Then we'll use white. You see a small little slit here, a small slit here, a small slit here, a small slit here, and a small slit there. And Jericho, when you're looking at these, it's pretty obvious that is 5 locking mechanisms.
Can I try to unlock them right now?
We can definitely try that on the next episode. Well, sure. What are you guys doing? There's the 2 spheres and then 5 different locks. What is your intention? And
Take my sphere out and put it in the sphere holder.
Joseph, you have the other one. Do you want to do the same, or are you holding on to yours? Okay. As soon as you guys do that, I am going to move y'all a little bit. That's exactly not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Move you guys a little bit forward, and I'm going to move this here to represent that. Oh, that's the door, quote unquote, right? As you guys put the spheres in, you all hear it as like something shattered, like glass shattered, and you hear, and you see that those spheres starts breaking, and you see a little bit of clay fall to the ground. And Bone, since you're technically out of the side,
okay.
Oh, it's not here. Okay, never mind. Then you'll see it next time.
Oh no!
As Bones, as that happens, and both spheres get in, you hear them cracking. You hear
like a glass shatter.
Like it's a little bit thicker than glass. It has a. And
like
then it start,
ice on top
yeah,
of
but
fucking
now
lake.
that everything's gonna
So
be
it's like a
apparent in a
deep,
minute, it sounds like pottery shattering.
Okay.
You get that whiff of that earth and that grass and mud, and Bones. You see all the spirits complete their action, and every single one screams. And if they died, they died. If they were jumping over something, they jumped over something. Like, they all completed their 6-second loop.
Oh, wow.
And you guys hear this almost like a draining of something. And then land in the center. You see this pharaoh made completely out of clay. Unsheath the sword. Unsheath the sword. As there is a clay golem in this room now.
Oh no.
And
it's a good thing that the tags are in front.
And we will continue this on the next episode. I love starting games with fights. It keeps you pumped.
Are we keeping our initiative?
Nope, we'll roll initiative.
We're gonna have to roll a new one.
Yeah. So, as as we're ending the game tonight, I am doing my absolute best to try to get us that goalie boy. But yeah, as I'm doing that and totally not looking at a different folder in my computer to do this. As you guys have been adventuring this dungeon, you've explored many riddles, solved many traps. They're definitely hard to figure out. A team of very experienced individuals like yourselves, all joining forces to even attempt to figure this out.
Huh.
Well, that's not the right time period, but it looks better than the one that we have here, just a pure one. So we'll use this one instead. As a clay golem appears onto the scene. A pharaoh golem, not this terracotta guy.
I don't see anything.
Oh,
Oh.
no. He's a big one.
Oh.
Okay.
Is he a large creature?
Is it? Yeah. It's a large.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Oh no.
He's a mega creature.
He's a huge creature.
He's a mega.
Wait, what's larger than huge in D&D?
Mega.
Or what's larger than large in?
Large, huge, then everything is considered gargantuan as according to 5th edition. But there was gargantuan and then a step further, which is colossal.
Oh,
Which is colossal?
This is, no, he's huge.
Okay, he's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 by 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
I'm scared.
Yeah. So, as
Don't get caught.
as this boy appears out into the aether, yet another trap where it looks like this thing is out in the open. All the spirits left. Everything is gone, and there's still a 5-lock mechanism to open this door to what else leads you here. What did Dumbledore send you on?
Yeah, that's the question.
Dumbledore is trying to murder us all. He is Harry Pottering us in the 19. This is
Sonya
the lead
keeps
up.
telling
He
us
was
that.
he was
He's gonna try to
holding you
slaughter us like
guys.
pigs.
Exactly, that's the exact quote I was gonna use. He's
Slaughter.
raising you for slaughter. That's exactly what he's doing.
We're
So,
fattening up.
Snape doesn't exist yet to tell him not to be an ass.
Minnie's alive. Doesn't know about this.
with our wands at the ready. We'll see you next time. Adios, everyone. Please be safe. Please take care of one another. Don't forget to love each other. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.